All right, let's get the stream officially on the way. Yeah, well, guys, welcome in. Hope you guys can hear the game. You can see the game, most importantly, and there's no like lag or anything. We are in MDPRO3, the online simulator. Not Master Duel, but it's a simulator of Master Duel. So we're gonna go obviously to Master Duel later to play some other duels, but we can also play some duels here as well. But it's just depending on how you guys feel. But I thought we start here first so that we can obviously do most of our testing here first, because I think Master Duel is a bit slower when it comes to doing test hands and all those things. So this is a bit faster. And yeah, at least we can, kind of see, what deck lists we're looking at and how the hands look like and possible combo lines and all of that stuff. So I'll explain all of it because I think it is, you guys did ask on the last stream, what are the future engines on the horizon that obviously you could look at if you don't want to play all the other stuff like, the Radiant and all that stuff. But I'm still of the opinion that you have to play it with K9 because it does make it a little bit better. But obviously, of course, if you want to purely just play, DoomZ as it is with Supercon, it's fine. But just note that DoomZ doesn't have any like inherent negates, like monster negates, other than the rank 8. But that's normally towards the end of the combo. So that's one thing I don't like, because at least the Ripper is early. You can get it out, no problem. Of course, you can get the rank 8 out early, but then it won't really do much to your it'll actually just be a less disruption if you use it now on your own turn instead of your opponent's turn. So, but it's fine. There's a workaround, obviously, so it's not a big issue. So that's something that I will obviously go through in detail as to what my thoughts was. And like I said, I was doing some testing, so obviously I'm going to share the feedback in terms of what I found and what worked and what didn't work, and obviously looking at what the objective is of playing these engines. Because of course, I don't just smash in engines because I feel like it. Obviously, if I feel like there's a inherent synergy, or it bridges into my engine, or there's some sort of benefit at the end, then yeah, I'll obviously look at it. But obviously, it's up to you. If again, all the engines you want to play in different decks is all about preference. So it's really just a matter of what is comfortable for you, and also do you like that playstyle or not. So as per the request of the last stream, we are going to look at obviously looking at DoomZ as a engine you can tech in Super Quantum, of course. Now obviously there's synergy already because they're both Xyz decks, so the lock of Xyz isn't really an issue. But of course you do have to know certain interactions, because DoomZ is quite unique, I would say. It's more complex, I would say, than Radiant, because Radiant is just straightforward. I mean, it's just a rank 3 engine. Doesn't take up your normal summon, all those things. But DoomZ, there are some lines where you can actually, play around the normal summon, but some lines, depending on what you open and all that stuff, then you can do it. But I will explain obviously the objective of why I think it's a nice engine to run, because like I said, the moment there's a synergy with one of the Super Quantum Mech Beast Xyz monsters, you can at least consider it. So like we see Radiant rank 3, the Grand Pulse, K9 of course with the Magna Liger, the rank 5, and obviously now with the Ouroboros, the rank 4. It is also specifically a win machine, so that is where you can kind of tech in DoomZ, because you can actually just cheat out that instead of doing the other lines or whatever. But I'll show you can actually do both, which is quite insane. So that's from what I've been playing and stuff, but I will explain it obviously what the cards do, because I'm sure, yes, at the time it came out, but obviously I didn't really cover the cards in detail. But I'll just show you based on my findings what I think is important to note, and then in terms of how the hands look like, as well as what do you do in certain situation and so on. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So we'll cover that, and then obviously we'll look at obviously some games, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I think first things first, let us look at obviously the cards itself, and then we'll take it from there. So you can see I already got kind of like a thing going here. So I've already kind of put together what the ancient cards are, and I've actually broken it down in terms of support existing right now, as well as the support you're going to get in the future. And there's a card I actually missed here. I have to talk about it. The Jupiter. It's this one. And yeah, let's talk about that as well. So that's okay. Okay, so obviously people wanted to know, okay, can DoomZ work in Super Quantum? Well, first we have to understand what DoomZ is all about, because I think it's important to know how the interactions work. It's slightly different to, like, you know, other engines we looked at. Obviously K9, we know how resilient K9 is as an engine, and also as a, you know, a deck itself. Obviously it's better as an engine, but it also is good as a pure deck. But same with DoomZ as well. It's also a pretty good deck, and especially with the new support on the horizon, I think the pure deck becomes a whole lot better, because right now, if you're playing it as a pure deck right now in Master Duel, obviously you have to benefit obviously off equip spells and all of that, but obviously you don't have all the nice equip spells. Yes, you can have some other bamboo sword tech or whatever, but it's not really the best way to play it in terms of like full power and everything, because of course when we get the new cards, then the deck changes completely, because you actually have like a better line of play and other stuff. So right now we have currently how would I say, we have 12 cards available in the game. So we have to look at obviously what all the cards do. There's 4 main deck monsters, there's 3 equip spell, or actually no, 1 equip spell, and then 2 or 1 normal spell, 1 continuous spell, and then 1 normal trap. That's it for like the main deck per se. And obviously you got the 2 extra deck monsters, or 3, the DoomZ Break, the Drastius, and obviously the Jupiter, the supposed boss of the deck. But this one's a lot harder to summon, so, and I'll explain why, in terms of like why it's not really ideal to run this, because it's like, it's very niche. And yes, you can technically summon this, but when you get the new support, it'll be a lot easier to summon this, because this can cheat out this quite easily. So it's like, I think you can only consider this when we get the future support, but for now I wouldn't really consider it as part of the deck, as an engine per se. So I think that's where the difference would come in terms of that, but nonetheless it's fine. And yeah, so if you look at the main deck monsters, so there's basically 2 level 4 monsters, 1 level 1, and 1 level 8. So there's no other DoomZ monsters at the moment, and I don't think they'll get any more, because I think the lore is kind of finished now. But yeah, it's not much, but let's see what obviously the cards do. So obviously the starters, in a way, if you can call it, is the 2 dragons, the dark dragon, level 4, the DoomZ 7, and the DoomZ 5. So you can see they're 5, 5, and then 7, 7. So 5 and 7. And obviously there is obviously DoomZ 12, 0. So that's obviously the theme of that. So which is the best one amongst the 3? I think this one is the better one. So what does this do? This card is on normal or special, or destroy by card effect. So you'll see the interaction when you say you destroy a card. It will trigger, even if it gets banished or whatever. If you destroy it, it will still trigger. So what does this one do? It, on summon or by destruction effect, you can set a DoomZ spell trap from your deck, which is pretty nice because it plays around Duel, so it's pretty decent. And yeah, what does it do? What's the benefit of that? So while this card is equipped with an equip card, any equip card, quick effect, you can special summon 1 wind machine exceeds monster from your extra deck with the same rank as this card's level. And if you do, attach this card as an equip and its equip cards to that monster as material, and it's treated as an exceed summon. And obviously you can use each effect once per turn. So this is actually quite relevant, because this can basically rank up into the any wind machine exceeds, provided the level that you have at the time of rank up is the same as the one that you want to rank up into. So if it's level 4, you can go into a rank 4. If it's a level 8 for some reason, you can go into an 8, or a 10, you can go to a 10. So you can actually modulate the level, but provided you have a corresponding Wind Machine Xyz monster. Now you note there, it's not saying DoomZ Xyz monster, any Wind Machine Xyz monster. So if you look at all the Wind Machine Xyz monsters, there's not much right now. In terms of, like, you know, as you can see, look at that, there's so many Wind Machines, but obviously making sure that the level is corresponding. So you see there's a lot of, actually, to be more specific, Wind Machine. So if we narrow it down, you see there's like literally 11 monsters. So practically there's not many targets per se. Obviously some of them are very difficult to summon. Like you see, this one requires a chaos Xyz, which is basically the Xyz version, upgraded version of this. You're not really playing this, but of course if it's obviously depending on the level, because remember these monsters depend on the level that it is at the time of rank. So you practically could make this, but most of the time you're either making a rank 4 or a rank 8. So let's look at the rank 4s. There's only 2 of them. Can you believe it? There's only 2 Wind Machine Xyz monsters in the game, which is the DoomZ Break, the Actress, or the Super Quantum Mech Beast Ouroboros, which is ironically a Wind Machine rank 4. So there we go. You're like, oh, that's pretty nice. So that's already, you can see this is how you could kind of bridge into Super Quantum just from using DoomZ cards, because you can literally go into this and it's treated as an Xyz summon. So even if it gets dealt with, it's not a bad thing. So in terms of that, it's not bad. But in terms of the rank 4 Wind Machine toolbox, there's only 2 in the entire game. Can you believe it? It's obviously it's not amazing, but also not bad. Then in terms of obviously the rank 5s, obviously this is a new support card, the Griflerio. This is literally what makes also K9 relevant also, because K9 can also bridge into DoomZ as well through the K9 engine, because obviously 3 level 5s is quite easy in K9. Or as you can see there, by this effect you can also overlay this by using a DoomZ Xyz monster you control. So it also bridges nicely. If you don't have any, let's say, DoomZ cards, but let's say you have K9 cards can bridge into this. Then you can search for your cards and then go from there. But right now we don't have this card yet, so we're not going to go too much into it. But the main thing is, for the level 4s, there's only 2 targets. It's either the Actress DoomZ Break or the Ouroboros. So that's where now we're talking about now Super Quantum coming up in there. What's up, guys? Pyro G and Carl, welcome. No, we just started. We just started talking about the cards and what they do, because obviously you want to understand what the interactions are first before you can say, okay, how do we take it into other decks? So I'm just going through the cards basically just to see what I've picked up and what I've discovered by playing the cards and doing my testing. So that's the other thing. So this one sets a spell trap from the deck, which is pretty cool. So it plays around Droll quite nicely. And then this one is the DoomZ 5, the Amalthi, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's Amalthi or whatever. This one is different. This one, if it's on summon or by destroyed by a card effect, you can add a DoomZ monster from deck to hand. So it does. It's not really the best card to use as part of the normal summon, because this is the only play you can do. This only. The reason why you have this is that you can search this, because this is like the card you normally would search off this card. But yeah, it's not like the best card to open. You rather destroy it off its own effect, then you can obviously do that. So, but it has a similar effect to the Doom 7. So you can also quick effect rank up into a Wind Machine, which is the same like we spoke now, the 2 targets. So it's not that bad. So that's it for the level 4s. Then obviously the Power Patron DoomZ, of course. Remember in the lore, of course, each there's obviously 3 Power Patrons. Obviously the Archmage one, the DoomZ, and now obviously the Elf Note. So all of them have their own, Power Patron version. But this isn't for Xyz, so this one is what you have to obviously play this. So what does this do? This one is you cannot summon from nature deck except Xyz monsters. That's totally fine. You can target one other effect monster you control, so any effect monster. Special summon from your extra deck, one DoomZ Xyz monster, or Jupiter, the power patron of destruction, with the same rank as the level of the monster you control, by using that monster as material. And if you do equip this card you control as an equip spell, so it's just basically equip, ranking up, and then using it as an equip spell. Then if this card is destroyed, you can add any DoomZ card from deck to hand. So it's pretty much searching your entire DoomZ engine pretty much. So it is there. So it's not bad. But the thing is, you don't want to play multiple copies of this because as you can see, there's not many targets for this unless you're trying to max out on, you know, many ways to search. But I think because you want to remember running this as a potential engine, so you don't want to run too many, how would I say, quote unquote bricks per se, but it's not ideal because I found 1 to 2 copies is what you need. You don't need 3, I think. Imagine summoning the DoomZ Power Patron to Elf Node. Yeah, that will kind of mess them up a little bit because they can't Xyz, even for Archmage they can't fusion summon, so that's kind of a broken thing. But yeah, in a world where they'll have that, yeah, probably it will be detrimental, but they have many ways to recover. Droplet can just get rid of it and then carry on from there. So this basically targets any other effect monster provided you have the same level that you can rank up into. So either, but this one specifically is a DoomZ Xyz monster, so it's not like the other ones where it's more generic. So there's only 2 targets for this. It's either the Deactorus, it's either the Graflario, which we're not going to get in the future. So if you have a K9 card or whatever, you can turn it into a Graflario straight away because it's a 5, or you can go into the DoomZ and Drastius. So there's not many targets. So, or you can go Jupiter, of course, but it's more harder to summon. So yeah, it's kind of it's a crazy card, but it's very difficult to summon. So I would say Magnus is easier to summon than this card, so it's fine. But nonetheless, it's okay. So that's the 3 like starters or the get your plays going. Then obviously you normally search this card. You want this card obviously in your hand because this is you know, DoomZ 12-0 Drastia. So what does this card do? This card targets a DoomZ card you control, destroy it. So when they say target DoomZ card you control, it means it must be face up. I think a lot of people get confused when they say, okay, a card you control. Obviously they say DoomZ card, so it cannot be face down. It has to be something that's already face up. So you target a DoomZ card, destroy it, and if you do summon this card from your hand, then you can equip one equip spell from your deck to this card. So again, also plays around draw pretty nicely, just immediately equips itself, no problem. While this card's equipped in the equip card, same thing, you can rank up into a Wind Machine Xyz from your extra deck with the same rank as this card's level, and if you do, attach the cards to material and treat an Xyz summon. So they all do the same thing. And it's quick effect as well, which is really nice because if in case you're under full loss or max C, you can literally do it on your opponent's turn. It's totally fine. But a tip I've found that it's good to do it in the draw phase of your opponent's turn because in case you want to have disruptions live, then it's pretty good. So what in terms of the equip spells, now we shouldn't get carried away with the equip spells because remember, we are also playing Super Quantum, we're also playing K9, so you don't want to really play extra cards for unnecessarily because already the deck space is kind of tight. So you already now have to see how best you want to cut and make and decide, okay, what cards you actually want to run, because I'll show you basically what the minimal engine is, and if you want like the maximum benefit, this is what you must play. So I'll do that after we cover the cards. So these are the main deck monsters. They all do the rank up and whatever. Now let's talk about the continuous spell. I think this is a really good card because this kind of makes your plays going. But the downside is you must have a DoomZ card in the hand or face-off field already for it to work. Otherwise, it's pretty much not doing anything. So what does this card do? During the main phase, you can destroy one other DoomZ card in your hand or face-off field. And if you do, add to your hand or special summon one DoomZ monster from your deck. So it's pretty much an Ash target. Pretty good effect. And then you're locked into the extra deck for Xyz monsters, which is totally fine. And then very importantly, if this card is destroyed by card effect, you can target and face a monster on the field, destroy it. Now, here's the big clause here. You can only use one DoomZ Raiders effect per turn and only once that turn. So you can't summon a monster and also pop in the same turn. It's either one or the other. So always be careful. Unless you need to pop the card because let's say you got hand trapped or whatever, then sure, by all means you have to now get rid of it. But you ideally want to keep this on field, so you're on your turn, you're summoning a DoomZ from the deck, and then on your opponent's turn, you are destroying this to get that bonus effect of target face-up monster on the field, destroy it. And again, it's only face up, not face down. So do note that. So that's the only like drawback, but this is a very powerful card. Then the DoomZ change. DoomZ changes. Now what does this do? It literally it has two effects. So basically it's as simple as destroy one DoomZ card in your hand, deck, or face off field. So pretty much this card is not really a brick because it pretty much fixes whatever you want to you can destroy from the deck, which is literally insane. But obviously if you're under draw, it becomes a bit difficult because it depends what you destroy. You can only activate certain effects. So I know the DoomZ 7, you can still get the benefit because you can set a card, but the other cards, if you destroy them, DoomZ or the Power Patrol DoomZ also adds a card from deck to hand, so you can't do it under draw really. And the Amethy also does the same thing, also adds a monster. So ideally you don't want to use these cards under draw. You can only use the DoomZ 7, which is fine, and it's totally okay. Okay, so that's the first effect. So it's pretty good. It kind of gets your players going. The ideal play, obviously, DoomZ change, maybe destroy the DoomZ, get the Raiders, and then go from there if you have another DoomZ in the hand. If not, then you search your combo and you keep going. So that's nice. But there's another effect here. If this card is destroyed by card effect, you can add a DoomZ card from your graveyard to your hand, so that's pretty nice under draw, except DoomZ change. Then you can special summon one DoomZ monster from your hand. You can only use the effect of DoomZ change once per turn. So you can use both effects in the same turn, but now you're asking the question now, how do you destroy this card? Does that have to be face down? Because remember, like I said, this has to be considered a DoomZ card face up on the field. So if it's face down, it's not recognized as being destroyed. So you have to kind of be like, there's actually a way to kind of get both benefit, because I'll explain now with the next card we're going to talk about, the equip spell. This actually facilitates destroying this when you also activate it as well. So you can activate it, then you can also in the next chain you can destroy this card as well, so that you can get both benefits. So you're destroying a card from the deck, and also you're getting a benefit of adding a DoomZ card back from the graveyard to the hand, and also summoning potentially a DoomZ from the hand. So that's pretty nice. Then you obviously got now the equip spell that we have right now in Master Duel only, but of course there's another one on the way. So this is the Doomdurg equip spell, which is DoomZ command. So what does it do? Once per turn during the standby phase, inflict 500 damage to the controller. That's fine, whatever. Now this is very important. A DoomZ monster equipped with this card, or a Wind Machine Exceeds monster that has this card as material, gains the following effects. So what does that mean? Any Wind Machine, right? You see that any Wind Machine that has this as material will gain this effect. Any DoomZ monster will gain this effect. So what does that mean? Well, let's see what the effect says. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. That's pretty good. But the second effect is where I think it's very important, because once per turn quick effect, you can activate this effect, destroy one other face-up card you control. So you see, destroy another face-up card. Then for the rest of the turn, this card gains attack equal to its own level or rank times 100, and it can attack directly. But if it battled, it is destroyed during the end of the damage step. So it's kind of like a nuclear, and it's kind of like a nuclear effect, because obviously you can use it if you're going to attack directly, whatever, but then no, at the end of the damage step it gets destroyed. Then it obviously will trigger, if it gets destroyed, reborning a monster or doing some other effect, adding a monster. You will still get that effect, but just note that this effect is not once per turn. It's a soft once per turn, because they say the DoomZ monster equipped with it, or the Wind Machine Exceeds monster that has this card. So potentially you can activate this effect twice in a turn, because if you use it on the normal main deck monster, or you can use it when you rank up to the Wind Machine, it also gains the same effect. So you can use the effect literally twice in the same turn. So that can come up. So this actually is what you use to destroy the DoomZ change. So when you activate DoomZ change, you can also chain to your monster equipped with this card to pop the DoomZ change, and then you'll get the benefit of adding the DoomZ card from grave and then adding and summoning from the hand if you did have a monster at resolution. So this is a pretty good equip card. Now this is the one I'm a bit 50-50 on, because remember already Super Quantum already has the end board effect of, okay, you cannot add cards from the deck to your hand except by drawing them, right? So this is a permanent effect similar to Magnus what they has, but it only targets a DoomZ Xyz monster though, so you can't equip it to any wind machine or whatever, so only a DoomZ Xyz, and then obviously it gains the same effect, which is quite broken, of course. And if they chainlink 1/1 to search, you can just chainlink 2 and then they can't search, so not bad. And if this card is destroyed by card effect, you can target a face-up monster on the field, equip one DoomZ monster from your deck to it as any equip spell. So yeah, so this literally can target your opponent's monster or yourself, and then just take a DoomZ monster from your deck and equip it to it. But obviously it's for your own monster, so that's fine. But this effect is not really like super. It's good, but it's only good if you equip it to a DoomZ. So I wouldn't say every time I will prioritize this, because of course, if you have Super Quanto plays and this, you're obviously going to go for your Super Quant line also, which is the important thing. So that is something you have to consider. But if you don't have your Super Quant play and you only have DoomZ play, then obviously yes, you will try your best to get access to this. But the way I'm playing it, I never really got the priority. Not really this. It's more like, okay, getting the maximum disruption that you can. Now, obviously, maximum disruption obviously includes this, but not necessarily. And you'll see now when I'm talking about it. So let's look at the Xyz monsters, and then we'll look at some combos quickly. So Drastius is like I would say the boss in a way for now. That makes this whole deck make sense, because I mean this requires 3 level 8s, quite generic, but obviously not really doing that in the normal way, so that's fine. First time it will be destroyed by battle or card effect, each turn is not destroyed, so that's pretty cool. Then if this card's Xyz summon, you can equip one other face-up monster on the field to this card as an equip spell. So literally non-target, take a monster, pretty cool. And it's also like Ripper, because when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field or graveyard, so unfortunately not in the hand though, so it's basically Ripper but not from the hand, because Ripper is hand or grave, this is the field or grave, so it does cover the grave, but it's not like Ripper per se. So Ripper is slightly better than Drastius, but it's still pretty good. You can negate the effect, detach a material, and you can equip that face-up monster to the card as you go. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the monster that you negated, can be another monster also, literally fine. What about Jupiter? So here's the thing, this card is okay, but it's easier to summon when you get the newer support, which is this card here. So at the moment, I didn't see Jupiter as like, okay, this is the boss monster of my deck, because Magnus is better than this card at the moment, in my opinion right now. This is not the card you should be worrying about at the moment. Of course, when we get the new Power Patron, you can literally turbo this out pretty easily. Literally a 1 card rank 10, no problem. So obviously later on you can summon this quite easily, but for now it's not really the main aim. So it's like, I know some people think this is the main boss, but it's way more difficult to summon. This is the one that you usually focus on. So this is like, you know, what makes everything kind of broken, I guess, for DoomZ. So because you basically prioritize getting this. So, but okay, it is fine. So that's pretty much the case. Obviously this card here, when this is part of the new support with the Power Patrons and everything, but this card literally changes the way you play DoomZ. Like this can also facilitate, you know, going second, you know, destroying a DoomZ, triggering the effect, also destroy a card on the field. It also triggers itself when it's destroyed. You can add a DoomZ spell or trap, which is really nice. So it does really give you extra lines of, you know, getting access to your cards quicker. So it's a really, really good card. So even though it's a pendulum monster, you will definitely run 3 of this in the future. But for now, we are literally good. And then yeah, we're not going to talk about the new support now. So I put in the side deck there for just saying, okay, we are going to get them in the future. But this plus the other Power Patron stuff for more consistency, yes, you could do that. But here's something that I was thinking about also in my testing. So obviously DoomZ has Power Patron as well. So of course, all the Power Patrons can be summoned off Medius to Pure. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Medius. Let's just take away the filters here. So Medius to Pure. So this is obviously where the whole lore is about, because this guy is all about the Power Patrons and all the different forms and whatever. So you can see, obviously, this is also a card you can consider running. And in my testing, I think it's a pretty good card to run. But I wouldn't play like 3 copies of this card. I'll play like a good one of, because ideally you still want to, you know, you don't have too many normal summons as well. So you're trying to limit the number of normal summons, given you have K9 normal summons and also Super Quan normal summons. So again, you're trying to limit that. But this card is still pretty good. And obviously this gives you access to your Power Patron DoomZ. This can give you access to your DoomZ break. And then this can obviously kickstart your combo completely. But I saw there was a card that you can actually use to put Medius to Pure in the graveyard to also trigger its effect as well to summon. And I think it's this Theorize or Theorealize card. You can look at your opponent's top card of the deck and you can place at the top or bottom so you can see what they have before they start their plays or whatever. So it's pretty good. So this actually kind of plays around the normal summon in a way, because you're sending Medius to Pure from dead to grave for cost. So even if it gets disrupted for some reason, which I don't know why we get disrupted, you're sending it for cost. So you have to obviously stop the Medius to Pure from being summoned. Is obviously with the Ghost Spell or something like that. But obviously Ghost Spell is the best target for this. But you can also use Theorize to also get access to Medius to Pure. Now obviously you need to have a monster on the field or in the hand to use the effect to obviously shuffle it back and then summon it. Then obviously use its effect to summon DoomZ, Power Patrol, and then you go from there. So it's something that I was considering also. So you run maybe 1 or 2 copies of Theorize just to be a bit more consistent in a way. If you want to play around, because obviously depending on what your hand is, if you can see, okay, you have a normal summon, but then you also have Theorealize, you can start with this first and then start with your DoomZ plays first. If you get disrupted, then you obviously have your Super Quan plays or your K9 plays. So you obviously have to try and see how best to protect the normal summon, basically. Unless you don't have an option, then, like, let's say if you only have Medius to Pure, then obviously you play Medius to Pure as a normal summon, but this actually can get your combo going, which will have the full end board with just 1 card only, which is kind of insane. So that's, if you want to run this, I would definitely consider running Medius to Pure as part of the engine as well. So that is fine. So now let's look at what I think is the minimum engine, because in terms of looking at all these cards, you might be asking yourself, what is the best card to run to get the benefit? Because remember, like I said, we are looking at Super Quantum. So what is Super Quantum? Obviously the bridge here is obviously this wind machine that's a rank 4. So instead of obviously summoning the DoomZ break, which you can literally go straight to this and you can keep on playing the game as you were doing normally. So, and the reason I like about this, because remember, like I told you guys, any engine that we are using, the main bridge is layer 19. It's layer 19. Not that. Layer 19. Layer 19, right? Or Fairy Zayton. So it's either those 2 cards that literally make you, okay, cool, if I have a way to bridge into either my rank 4 or my rank 5 or my rank 3, and I have these 2 cards in my hand also, any of these 2, then I can literally play the game still. So I don't have to open any other Supercoin card other than these two, and I can open other plays. I'm literally fine. So that's how we pretty much interact with the bridges. So you see our K9 gives us access to Ripper plus the Magna Liger, and then we go from there. If it was Radiant Engine, you would go obviously into your Grand Pulse, and you'll go from there. Or if you're going down to DoomZ, you can have Ouroboros, and also you can have the Drastius also available with your Supercoin end board. So you see, we're getting dual. Always remember, you're getting dual benefit from engine. So you're not just playing the one and then you're stopping there. No, you are getting the maximum engine. Of course, if you get disrupted, of course, it's fine. You just play on normally. But that's how we pretty much interact with the engines that we are playing. So there's synergy there. So because if you see one of these cards and you see another engine like either K9 or DoomZ, you're pretty much good to go. So that's something that you can obviously look at for Super Quantum. So now we're probably thinking, what combo lines can we do to get there? Would the Bamboo Sword package be good? And remember, Pyro G, remember, and this is for everyone also now considering this, remember, the moment you're going to be putting cards in your deck, remember, you have to always remember, if you're going to be playing if you want to be playing it with K9 cards also and Super Quantum cards, your space is going to be a bit limited. So you're going to have to make some sacrifices there and there. So you can run the Bamboo Sword package if you want to, but then ask yourself the question, what are we trying to achieve with the Bamboo Sword package? If I'm making sense, probably, because we have to ask ourselves the question, what are we trying to achieve with the Bamboo Sword package? How many cards do we have to play just to make the Bamboo package viable? And I think it's quite a lot of cards, if I'm not mistaken. Because if you're worried about drawing cards, then sure, play the Bamboo package. But I mean, we're not really worried about drawing cards, if you get what I mean. Because you want to draw two, but I mean, is the draw two going to be significant? Because does it add to our combo? Not really. It's just a draw two combo. So you're putting in how many cards in your deck? You're putting in original Bamboo. You're putting in the Cursed, and you're putting in Golden. I mean, is that really worth it though? At the end of the day, yes, you can equip it with your Drastia and everything, but I mean, is it really worth it though? Just to draw two and then what? That's it. I mean, yes, I get it, but honestly, I never even thought about the Bamboo cards because that's not my objective. If you're playing pure DoomZ, you can play the Bamboo Sword, no problem. But remember, we're playing it with Super Quantum and we're playing it with K9. We don't have the space. And I told you guys this before. Unfortunately, K9, Super Quantum, and DoomZ are quite heavy in engine. So there's no luxury of, playing all the nice stuff because you have to now make choices. So even now, hence I was saying, in terms of the minimal engine you can play, if you want to be very simple, not play too many bricks and whatever, and just to get, if I see this, I'll play it. If I don't see it, it's fine. I think you can get away with, if you just want to play the bridge to get into the Super Quantum rank 4, you don't need the Drastia. You don't need it. I'm just saying it now. You don't need it. You don't need you don't even need this, right? You can, this is the best card, I think. This is the best card. This is the one card rank 4, right? This is the one that gets your stuff going, right? This DoomZ change is also good because obviously you can destroy a Power Patron DoomZ, get access to Alaria, and you normal summon it, and then you go from there, right? Or what you can do, you can also do the Medius to Pure line, especially with Theorize that doesn't take up your normal summon. You can do the exact same combo. It's the same, right? So if you want to get the minimal engine, you can play literally 3 of this, right? You can play 1 DoomZ Power Patron. You can play maybe 1 maybe 2 Doom Change, 2 Doom Change, and then 1 DoomZ Raiders, and then obviously 1 Equip. That's it. Because all you're trying to do is get to the rank 4, and that's literally it. So it just and or if you want to play Medius also, just to be a bit more consistent, you can play Medius as well. But again, it's only nice if you have layer 19 or Zayton. So always remember that. So when I'm saying going into the rank 4, it's obviously bearing in mind that you also have, you know, either, oh, okay, let's also add Italy as well. Let's also add Teleport, because that's also basically also another card you can kind of play, just to bridge also to get your combos extended, because obviously you're going to use your normal summon for the Alara. So if you consider Italy also as part of, okay, if you have that as well, you can still go into blue layer and play the game, get access to Zayton, and it's the same thing. So these 3 cards in conjunction with whatever engine you're running is literally fine. So I think you can, to get the minimal engine, you only need 3 of the Doom 7. You don't need the other one. DoomZ change can destroy the DoomZ, get that one. You don't need this DoomZ destruction. You really don't. And that's it. So how many cards is that? If you're just looking at the DoomZ engine, literally 10 cards. Literally 10 cards. There's nothing else you can, like, that you need. You don't even need to even run the Deactorus if you don't want to run it. If you just want to get to the access to the rank 4, and that's it for Ouroboros. But if you want to be more spicy or whatever, for the Medius to Pure line, you need to have obviously DoomZ break. But if you just want to focus on this only, then it's fine. But if you're playing Medius to Pure, then I would suggest also running this as well, because if you don't open this, you can you know, get to the line with Medius to Pure. So it's the same. So I can show you that very shortly how it works. So you don't even need this Drastius also. If you're just focusing on getting the main combo to get access to Ouroboros to bridge into my Super Quanto plays, this is literally all you need. Just 10 cards. That's it. You don't need anything else, right? So if we're looking at this only, let's look at how obviously everything works. So the best way to look at this, let's do a hand test. Let's see. Let's do a hand test. So we're starting with 1 card. So the best card, obviously, like I said, is the DoomZ 7, the Alara, because that one literally gives you the 1 card rank 4 without doing any efforts, right? You can see 1 card, and that's it. So if you have this and your layer 19, your Zayton or Italy, this is what's going to give up your normal summon. And like I said, this card sets from the deck, so it's literally fine. You can see there, you can set either DoomZ Raiders, or you can set DoomZ Change. It's up to you. I would just set this straight away, and obviously you equip it, and then immediately you can chain. So obviously it's asking 2 effects. Make sure to select the one that is XC summoning. So in Master Duel, it will show you this card, and it will show you the monster effect. You always click the monster one. Do not select this one, because this means you are popping a card you control. So rather select the monster one. In this case, it's telling us XC summon or destroy as per the DoomZ command. So we're going to XC summon, which is the monster. So you see, it's going to ask another effect. Don't worry about that. And you can see rank up straight away into rank 4, and that's it. So in this case, for us, this is it, right? That's it. And the nice thing is, it's got 2 materials. So more materials for Magnus, and you can do your plays no problem. That's it. So and the nice thing is, there was no adding involved. So you play around Joel, you play around Ash, 1 card rank 4. There we go. Very, very simple. So this is not much, right? You can see it's not much. What's up, docs? What's up? So you see, that's like the most simple linear combo, nothing crazy. But I forgot to mention something. If you're running the Medius to Pure, then it's slightly different, right? The DoomZ change, I'm not going to really show that, because DoomZ change, basically you're going to pop the Power Patron DoomZ. This is going to add a DoomZ card. You're going to add Alara. Alara is going to do the same thing I showed you now. Set the equip spell and then rank up into the Ouroboros and combo from there. That's literally it. But let me show you the medius to pure line, which is the same. Let's see what happens with medius to pure. What happens is slightly different. So let's see. So yeah, we're just medius to pure only. This is what you can do. So obviously you're going to summon it. Either normal or special, doesn't really matter. And you're going to add to the hand, because it says add to the hand or special summon a DoomZ. Obviously you're going to special summon it, right? You're going to summon the Power Patron DoomZ. You're going to now target the effect monster, rank 4. It's going to go straight into the Deactorus. Put it anywhere. And it's going to equip to there. Now this has an on summon effect on special summon. Destroy a DoomZ card in your hand or face off field. In this case, we're going to destroy the Power Patron DoomZ that's equipped. But obviously you're not going to activate the effect to destroy a monster on the field. So if you're going second, this is a very good board breaker in a way. So on summon, you can destroy a Power Patron DoomZ or a DoomZ card and then destroy a monster on the field. Non-targeting. So that's pretty cool there. But for going first, you don't need to do that. I'm going to say no. And obviously this will give you access to the DoomZ Raiders. So you see, this is the first time you're searching, and it's okay because if they droll us, it's literally fine because this is the only time you're searching, and that's it. So now we're gonna go DoomZ Raiders. Main phase, gonna destroy a DoomZ card and summon the Alara from the deck. Again, players are on droll, no problem. Do not activate the effect of Deactorus because remember this is gonna search for any equip spell, right? When it's destroyed, either add it to your hand or send it to grave. If you're playing more equip spells, that's fine, but in this case, just activate Alara's effect only, and it's fine because even under droll, this won't even be activatable, so that's fine. You can either set the DoomZ change, but we don't need to do that. Set the DoomZ command straight away, and then you're gonna go equip, and then it's the same. Rank up into the Ouroboros, and that's it, the same thing. So you can see this is literally with the 7, the DoomZ 7. So it's the one that sets the spell trap from the deck. That's the one that you use. Don't use the other one. The other one only adds a monster, so it's not that ideal. But for the Ouroboros play, this is the best card, the DoomZ 7. That's it. You play the 3 equip spells. Which 3 equip spells do you play? Because there's only one at the moment. Obviously, there's one you're going to get later, but what other equip spells are there? I mean, obviously you can play any of them, but for the engine now, you only need one. You don't need more than that. I'm just saying, you don't. Obviously if you want the maximum interruption, then you play more than 2, or you play more than 1. But we're just showing now just to get access to Ouroboros. That's it. And you can see medius to pure line or the Alara is the same thing, but obviously it's giving you more options if you want the simplistic engine. So it's literally up to you. So I'm just showing, obviously I'm just showing you the minimal engine you can play just to rank up in there. So the DoomZ, 3 of those equips. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying for the engine, you don't need more than 2 because, or you don't need more than 1 because what are you doing with the other 2 equips? You're only doing this once and that's it. You're not doing it multiple times. So like I said, if you're not playing the full DoomZ package, obviously in pure DoomZ, you're obviously going to play 3, but we're talking about as an engine now. From what I did in my testing, that's what you need. You don't need more than that. But now, obviously, now someone else going to ask, but now do you want to get the maximum benefit of DoomZ? Then you have to play the other cards. So you can get to that, and you can also get access to the main disruptions as well. So again, that is something that you can definitely do, but it just depends how heavy of the DoomZ engine you want to play, because like I said, only 10 cards you need, and that's it. Grind game, what grind game do you need? Because you're playing Super Quantum as well. So Super Quantum is already like your ultimate grind game already. So I'm not worried about DoomZ being my main thing. You also have K9 as well. You also have other things. But again, remember Time Tree, just remember, this is an engine. We're not talking about your whole deck in general, because if you're playing DoomZ as a pure deck, of course you're going to play more copies, but as an engine now we're talking about. Even our K9 engine is very small. So it's not like to say it's our grind game, because remember, Super Quantum is our main deck. So yeah, it is fine. When we get the new one, you only play 2 of this equip anyways. Yeah, because there's another equip that is there, which is this one. So that makes up the 3rd one. So it's okay. You're not playing again. Time Tree. This is for those that I want to be playing it in Super Quant. Because you asked me last stream, play DoomZ with Super Quant. So obviously, it's different for Super Quant versus in pure DoomZ. So I get it, but this is for those that want to just play it as an engine in Super Quant. So it's the same. Mine is reverse, where K9 is my engine. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. But like I said, I'm doing it from the perspective of we're playing DoomZ with K9 with Super Quant. So we're playing 2 engines still, but Super Quant is still the main thing. So I'm just showing you what you can do with the minimal engine, nothing more. But I'm saying you can also go a bit heavy on the DoomZ engine, because remember, you can also play the Drastius, you can play the one of the DoomZ 5, you can also play the DoomZ Destruction if you want to. You can, and even the Drastia, you can play it. I can literally show you the line now where you can get the maximum disruption by playing this. So again, the best play. Let me just show you, like, for example, let's just go with Medius to Pure again, and I'll show you can get literally the full combo, no problem. Or DoomZ Raiders with a DoomZ or DoomZ Raiders with a DoomZ card. You can get to the same thing. So let me just show you with the Medius Pure the same thing. What you can do with the full disruptions, even in case you get hand trapped or whatever. This is what you can do. You get access to all 3 of these, no problem. So let me show you. Where is that? Let me just do the tan test again. So this is like the full package now, if you want to go like super crazy. So maybe you didn't know about this, but I'll show you. But I'm sure you do. So Medius Pure, obviously, it's gonna summon the Power Patron DoomZ. This is gonna obviously go into the DoomZ break. So you've seen this before, but I'll show you where it's gonna be a bit different. Gonna use this. Gonna pop that. Gonna say no. It's gonna give you access to the DoomZ Raiders, and this is going to. Okay, wait. Wait. I need to change something, because I'm playing the heavy engine now. So this is where you need more than one. So you see this. So you see this equip spell here. You need 2. If you're playing Drasty as well, you have to play 2, because remember, DoomZ Break's gonna search 1, and you're gonna set the other one. So you're gonna need you're gonna need 2. You need 2, because the Alara is gonna set the DoomZ change and not the equip. DoomZ Break's gonna search for the equip. So you need 2 for this to play the full like benefit. So let's go back into it again, and it should be fine now, I think. Okay, let's see if it's gonna work out. Okay. Let me do that. Destroy the Power Patron. Don't destroy. If you're going second, you will destroy a monster on your opponent's field, but not your own first turn. Activate this. Get the Raiders. Gonna get this. Gonna get that. And you're going to now summon the Alara from the deck. Gonna summon. Okay. You're gonna chain link 1 the DoomZ Break, because this one adds from the deck to hand. So This one doesn't get ashed or whatever, so I'll always chain link 1 this, and I'll chain link to the Alara to set the DoomZ change. Set the DoomZ change, and you're gonna get one of the equip spells. You're gonna add it to the hand. Okay, that's fine. Then don't activate DoomZ change yet. Equip the Alara now. This is where you have like a choice here. You can either pop now, or you can pop on the Ouroboros Xyz. So it's literally up to you. So I like doing it on the Ouroboros rank up. It's literally up to you, because you can, the moment you activate DoomZ change, the DoomZ main mech monster or the wind machine will have the same effect. So I just wait. So in this case, we're gonna Xyz summon, and we're gonna rank up into the Ouroboros. So you see, it's asking for a card to chain. It's the effect of the DoomZ command. So don't do anything yet. Now, on chain link 1, activate DoomZ change, right? And then you're gonna use the Ouroboros that has the DoomZ command as a material. It's gonna actually destroy the DoomZ change. So you see, it's asking which card to destroy. Keep this on field. Destroy the DoomZ change, and now you destroy a card from the deck. So now we're going to destroy the DoomZ 5. Now again, the one that adds from the deck, that will be chain link 1. This is adding from the graveyard, so it's chain link block. You're going to chain link 1 this, and you're going to chain link 2 the DoomZ change. You're going to add either the Power Patron or the DoomZ 5. It's up to you. Don't add back the DoomZ break, because it'll go back to the extra deck. And you're gonna add any of them, doesn't matter. You can summon from the hand, and you're gonna search for your Drastia. Okay. Now what happens here? Now let's say you have your super console plays, you make your plays, whatever. So let's say you have a Magnus. Now you finish. In the Drastia is gonna pop the DoomZ 5, and it's going to equip the second equip spell that you have. And then in the end phase, you can rank up. Do not use the destroy effect. An Xyz summon into the Drastius. And there we go. So obviously on Xyz summon, you can suck up a monster, but usually that one is not really ideal, because you want to have it immediately, so you have a monster negate on the field. So if you want to, do something, you can kind of disrupt it. You can rather use the effect to destroy a card, face a monster on the field with the DoomZ Raiders, because obviously you still have the same effect that you had for the Ouroboros, but obviously Magnus now will be there. So Magnus and this. So this is like kind of like your pseudo disruption, and then Magnus is just there for like obviously adding the effect of can't add cards, and obviously you can also shuffle back a card. So you see, that's what you can have with the full potential. And then there we go. So end phase, nothing. Then obviously the opponent. So both of them have the same effect, but it's the same. You can use that. That's fine. So let's just say we're going to deal with that. You're going to pop that, and then you're going to destroy that. And there we go. And then that's it. And then you just go from there, you close out the game, and that's it. So you can see, that's the full potential. You can do that. Now, of course, there are other lines which are slightly different, but it just depends what your hand is looking like. But like I said, there are basic ones, like I showed you, the one card Alara play. Or if you have DoomZ change, destroy the Power Patron, add the Alara, same thing. But just check what your hand is as well, because obviously it depends on your hand. So if you have a normal summon, then fine. But if you don't, then it's fine. That's why I like the Medius to Pure line, especially if you can use the Theorize. It's kind of better, but it's the same. So it's like, it really just depends what you want to do. But that's how you can get the benefit of, okay, you got your rank 4 for Super Quant, and also you got your end board for the DoomZ line, which is what you want. So it's literally up to you. So this is showcasing how you can benefit that. So either minimal engine, or you want to max out all the engine you want. So you can see it's about 14-ish cards, 15-ish. If you want to be more consistent, I think two raiders is fine. I think this is the way to go if you're going to be using the DoomZ engine for more, like, for the maximum disruption. Because let's say if the only place you have is DoomZ, you can at least have the full benefit of the DoomZ package. So that is your, actually no, you actually maybe need 2 of this. You don't actually need 3. Scorpion, how you see DoomZ? All the time I play versus these deck, my opponent all the time lose. Well, that's the thing. It's about learning the interactions of the deck, because I think sometimes people, like, I think even someone else said in the chat also, they sometimes mess up certain interactions with the DoomZ cards. Like, for example, they have to be face up to be recognized, to be popped. And yeah, obviously if you're playing equip spells heavy, that's also there, but you have to just know the interaction. So yes, it's not like to say it's a how would I say, the deck is not bad or anything, but obviously it gets better over time. So because right now it's like, it's kind of okay, but there's obviously newer cards coming, and it will just make the deck a lot more better. So yes, it may feel like, okay, your opponent doesn't know what they're doing, but if you understand the interactions of how DoomZ operates, then you'll literally be fine. So it's obviously it's not as popular on ladder, of course, but it is still a deck that's going to be scary in the future, I think. So, but obviously now we're talking about it as an engine for supercons. So I mess up my interaction because I'll go first against Dracota depending on my, yeah. So of course these things are obviously dependent on the hand. Sometimes the DoomZ Power Patron is in your hand, which is a brick, because you want to obviously summon it with Medius to Pure, so that can also be an issue. Or you somehow have all your equips in hand, or ideally you want DoomZ Raiders and a DoomZ card to destroy in your hand at least. Then it's not really a brick, but you ideally want to have DoomZ Raiders. If you want to have like a very bad brick, then DoomZ Raiders only is bad, but DoomZ Raiders plus a DoomZ card is literally fine. So yeah, I think that's basically what I'm getting at, is that yes, it's a nice engine, but just note that yes, it's not like compared to K9 or Radiant where there's a lot of effort you have to do. This one requires a lot of popping cards and doing this chain link blocking and knowing which one to target and all those things. And yeah, noting that the DoomZ Raiders is you can only use 1 effect per turn, not twice in the same turn. The DoomZ change has to be face up, otherwise it's not going to recognize it being destroyed. So it's all that like crazy interaction you have to know. It's like Unchained. Yeah, I would say so. It's just like Unchained. Yeah, I would say so. Unchained is also a very skillful deck as well. Basically, without DoomZ Raiders, it's basically a brick, essentially. So if you don't see DoomZ Raiders, you must see DoomZ Change, because at least DoomZ Change you can destroy a card like DoomZ. At least DoomZ Change is not really a brick, because you can destroy a card in your hand, deck, or face off field. So it's not that bad, actually. If let's say you have Power Patron DoomZ and DoomZ Change, then it's fine, because you can just destroy the one in your hand and you can combo from there. But ideally you want to have this summon from Medius to Pure. Or if you want to be more consistent, you can play 3 or 2 Theo Realize, but I think that's a bit extra. I would say 2 max, just to kind of play around the normal summon, because you can see the Medius to Pure is kind of giving you the best line. The other ones aren't really that great, because this one is a very simple one. Alara, set the equip, rank up. This one is like the worst one. You basically adding Drastia and Drastia pop this card, and then you equip this. That's pretty much it. I think the other ones are a bit more explosive, I would say. This card, it's kind of 50-50 as well. Obviously, depending on if you get trolled or not, then your targets might be a bit different. So it all depends on what's happening. So if DoomZ Change only card in hand, that's not even trash, unless the card in hand crash. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You have to try and be careful to see how your hand looks like, and what if you can play on the normal summon, do that. If you can't, then it is what it is. So I think this is probably what I would do, in terms of the DoomZ engine to get the maximum potential. Because of course you also want to have, the benefits of also learning the deck. Also, even though you're playing as an engine, you're still pretty much getting the benefit as if you're playing the pure deck, if that makes sense. So now, of course, in the future, it's obviously going to change when we get the the other support cards, which obviously you're going to get a new equip, which is insane, and then also you're going to get obviously the pendulum monster, which is also making things easier to destroy and stuff, and you can also get things going, so it's not that bad. So I think overall it really is nice to explore this engine. But yeah, you can really see, looking at so looking at this alone, right? So if we had to look at now, obviously, if you had to deck build, if we take this and we add it to the Super Quan engine, let's see how is the engine looking like in terms of space. Because obviously now the question now, if you had to deck build, what is your deck looking like without adding in hand traps and board breakers? Of course, we're talking about just now pure engine. So you can see 15 in engine for the maximum DoomZ potential. Of course, you want to play simplified engine. You saw there, just you can obviously cut down on this, that, because obviously your main play is this one, that, and DoomZ change. That's it. But let's say you're playing this. How's your Super Quant players looking like? You can see there, you obviously are going to be playing two. Let me see, Super Quant. This is only quantum only. There we go. So we got 2 blue layer. We got 3 obviously Fairy Zayton. You still gonna play that because this is like, again, your bridge to your other engine. So that is there. You're gonna play obviously 2 red layer, 2 black, 2 white, 1 green. There's an argument saying you might cut it, but I told you guys you can't cut it. You have to play it. It makes your combos a little bit more resilient, especially under cards like Duel and all those things. So it just makes it a bit better because you want more attributes. So that's why you run them. And obviously, especially now, since you're playing a DoomZ engine, doing this without the attribute doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's fine. And then obviously the 2 Fairy Elfin. 1 of the Elfin Spike, 1 Field Spell, 2 Layer 19. And again, traps are optional, but I would say play it because, again, it all depends what your hand is. Sometimes you will not see all your engine in one. You will see maybe a combination of engines and you decide what you want to do. So it is literally up to you. So I think that covers everything. And obviously the extra deck, 1 Magnus, 1 Lusterex, 1 Magna Liger, obviously 1 Ouroboros, and 1 Grand Pulse. Link Monster, no, we don't play that right now. Unless there's a reason for us to play it. Right now, it's not that good. So it's fine. So that is your Super Quan engine. Obviously, of course, there's Teleport. I told you guys, Teleport is basically an engine requirement. So let's just put 2 there, just to be standard. You could be more consistent and put in 3, but that's up to you. So already we're at 37 cards already, and that's without the K9 cards. So if you want to play, obviously play the K9 cards, because again, if you're playing, obviously we're playing Master Duel best of 1, you want to have your best chance of playing the game. No matter what engine you see, you want to play the game. So let's look at what K9 is looking like, and let's just be realistic. Let's switch it to, why is there, okay, no, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Yeah, let's just do it without a bandless, so we can see, okay, for Master Duel what it would look like. Because obviously for, okay, no, let's just do this, no bandless, just to be realistic. Because obviously for Master Duel it's fine, but obviously there's OCG and TCG bandless. But with Master Duel, so Master Duel, 2 Izuna is fine. I think 3 is a bit, you're a bit pushing it, I think, because already you have like a lot of stuff, and again, opening 3 Izuna is not going to really help you. So rather play, I think 2 is fine. 2 Joku, because you have to play 2. But again, I've seen people play 1 and they're also fine with it, literally okay. 1 Noroi, 1 Lantern, 1 Lupus. You can see K9 engine is very small, super small. 1 case of K9, 1 force release, and that's it in the main deck. That's literally it. So you can see very small K9 engine, super small. But these cards do a lot. And then extra deck, obviously 1 werewolf, 1 Ripper, not the Ripper M, Jax. And obviously now it's a matter of, do you still play Valon? It depends on the extra deck space. So let's put in the side deck. Obviously Arc Rebellion, that's a no-brainer. You have to play Arc Rebellion. But again, let's put it in the side deck just as an idea section. But we're just now looking at, okay, based on what we have right now, how would you build this now, just with now the engine pieces without board breakers or hand traps? So that's just where we're at right now. And then what else? What else are we missing, guys? So we got our DoomZ engine, we got Super Quant, and we got K9. So you can see we're looking at 46 cards. And again, you cannot make this less than 40. You can't make this 40, 45. If you're making 50 cards, you can see there's no room for non-engine. Unfortunately, this is the reality. So yeah, I told you guys this before, but some decks just have heavy engine, some decks don't. So if there was a way that we could obviously cut down on the non-engine, you can, but unfortunately not. You don't have to play Arc Rebellion. Again, you don't have to, but it's a choice. Remember, it's a night. It's same thing with Valon. You don't have to play Valon. Of course, there's cards like Zeus. There's obviously Typhon. Again, these are all options. You don't really have to play them. It's all ideas, if you really want to. Although I'm pretty sure in this current meta of Master Duel, you want to play it. Exactly. Because remember, we're talking about it in the context of if it's the same thing with Typhon. Typhon, yes, comes up sometimes, cool, but Zeus also comes up too. So it only be that thing of, oh, I wish I had Zeus in my deck. No, I wish I had Arc Rebellion. You also want to catch your opponent off guard as well, because they don't know what you're on. So it's like, yeah. But it's okay. Cut down Super Quants, I'm kidding. I know. But I mean, like I've said so many times, we cannot compare Super Quantum to decks like Yummy or whatever, where the engine requirement is very small. So they can afford a lot of non-engine. We don't have the luxury. Same thing with Heroes. Same thing with Heroes, guys. Heroes, as much as they are very good and whatever, they also have the same problem, because they have a lot of extenders and everything, and obviously to make the deck a lot more cohesive, they have to play more engine versus non-engine. So they can only play the good non-engine, which is like Ash and Maxi, and that's it. And Droplet. They can't play like all the other stuff, because they also can't play heavy non-engine. So similar to us, our deck is requiring bricks or 2 card combos to make things work. That's just how it is. So even Heroes also have bricks, and they have to play them, even though they don't like it. It makes the deck more cohesive, makes them play around things better. Same thing, but that's just how it is. What other cards are there? Little Knight. I don't think, if you're gonna be playing this version, you can definitely not play Little Knight if you want to. But again, we're looking at options, right? You can play Little Knight. It's fine. What else? What other extra deck options are there? People are playing Gorgon for some reason. I don't know why people are playing Gorgon, because Gorgon is basically Arc Rebellion. It's the same thing. I think Arc Rebellion is just inherently the same, because you have more access to it. I mean, this one, it's three monsters, but Arc Rebellion is just better, I guess, because inherently can't be destroyed, which is also a nice thing. So that is there. What other options are we? What other options are we looking at? Look, the Jupiter. Honestly, guys, I don't think you should be considering this right now. The Jupiter only gets better when we get the Pendulum monster, which is the other Power Patron. Right now, it's not ideal. I mean, yeah, K9. Let me see. What other? Okay, K9 Hound is also an option. I mean, it's a normal or rare, so that's also an option too. But honestly, for me, I never seen the reason to use Canine Hound, so it's fine. Um, what else? Okay, but okay, let's say if we're working with this for now, right? If for me, I'll be playing Ark Rebellion. I'll be playing Zeus. I'll be playing Typhon. I think Valon is a bit questionable. You could say, okay, yeah, you can cut it, but again, you want more options, more opportunity to disrupt your opponent. So it is there. Because I like Valon because also for the graveyard effect. If they get rid of it for some reason and they send it to the graveyard, you can look at a face down card on the field and destroy it. So I actually like that tech. And then SP is just all around pretty good because it can get you out of situations where you need to, clear your field for some reason, or just if you don't have any other options, you can go into it. Though the DoomZ stuff does lock you into Xyz, so it will be a bit tricky. So you must just be careful how you use your effects, because if you use like the Raiders, you lock into Xyz. If you use the Power Patrol only on the field, you're not really locked. Only when you use it, then it's gone. But the other ones aren't really locking into anything. It's only the Raiders that locks you, and that's it. I think that's it. Nothing else really locks you. Kanan doesn't really lock you. Does the Theorize lock you into anything? No, it doesn't lock you. It just does attributes. So again, extra deck, I think let's just put Val on there and SP, because SP is just all around very good. Yeah, but now you see, look at that. We had 46 cards in the main deck, and we only have room for 14 slots, right? So of course, if you want to play a card like Max C, right? Obviously, people want to play Max C. People want to play Ash Blossom, right? Maybe you want to max out on your Ash Blossoms. Some people want to play 3 Ash Blossom. Honestly, I don't rate Ash as a card to play 3 of, honestly, because it's just there for crossout targets. So I like playing 1, and I've only played 1 ever since Masterduel came out. And guess what? I'm literally fine, guys. Literally fine. Literally fine. Even Konami agrees with me, because it's even semi-limited at 2, because it's like not really that broken, but it's not that impactful compared to other things. So you can say, okay, play Fua Loss, but even then it's like optional if you want to play Fua. So let's put it here if you want to play Fua Loss. And then obviously Crossout is also an option if you want to play Crossout, but again, people don't really want to play Crossout because it's like whatever. Same thing with, okay, Call By I think is mandatory, because you want to have ways to have an answer for Maxi. So I think Maxi, Call By, Ash, and let's just put Call By there. I mean, it's fine. What else is there? I like playing Ghost Spell. Playing Ghost Spell is really nice for me. Then obviously the other Ghost Sisters. What are the other ones? Ghost Mourner. I mean, Ghost Mourner is not really played as often, but in some situations it actually has saved me a lot of games. So I do like playing Ghost Mourner, which is this one. Then what else? What else is there? Let's just put Fua Loss here just for the sake of it. Let's just put Fua Loss there. So you have 7 slots left. So of course, Board Breakers, Droplet, no brainer. Droplet is very good in this format, so you gotta play 2 of that. Illusion Gate. You see, that's the thing. Illusion Gate is like it's an option, but you don't necessarily need to play it. But let's just put it here. Illusion Gate. Can't put it here. It's literally fine. Illusion Gate. Now, Triple Tactics Thrust is actually a must, actually, because remember, we are having a lot of normal spells which you can actually set, so it's actually not that bad. Triple Tactics Thrust is good. I think Talents is like whatever, so you can put it here if you want to. Kaiju, we're probably still gonna be playing Kaijus. I don't know about you, but I love my Kaijus, so even though it's not really good, I can just discard it going first, so it's fine. What else? What else is there? Two more cards. What else is there? What are we missing? Obviously, Radiant would have had our MSTs and everything, but we don't have that anymore. So in this version, that is. So you see, you notice very quickly like your room for non-engine is quite small. And the same thing, like I was saying, if you want to maximize playing the engines, then this is what you have to do. You have to literally see, okay, based on what you want to play, this is how you have to do it. But like I told you with the DoomZ one, there is a version where you can play 10 cards, then you have more slots. I think you have 5 more slots available, then you can obviously put in more non-engine, but it's literally up to you. Nibiru, again, it's an option because people are not really playing Nibiru in this format, but they do get punished if you're not playing into Nib. So I like putting across our target there. And then what else? What else, guys? What am I missing? What else is a good board breaker that we are not considering here? Because droplets, I think, is really good, so that is fine. Illusion Gate, Thrust. I mean, we're playing Chaotic Elements. Just be more consistent, I guess. But you don't really need it though. It's like a extra card that you could get, but it's more like a, you know, situational card. So, okay. You know, I think I'll keep talents for now. So let's copy this, and then let's call it. Let's just call it masterduel version. Masterduel. So this is version 1. Okay, so we're gonna say version 1 because remember the DoomZ package, you can cut it down also. If you just want to play Alara and minimal engine requirement. So let's save another copy. This will be version 2, where the engine is a bit less. Yeah. So we don't need Drastia. You don't even need Medius the Pure. You don't even need this. You just need. I think you're gonna play more. Yeah, I think this is like literally. You don't even need this. You literally don't even need that. So this will be you like literally your engine. If you want to play 3 to be more consistent, that's fine. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you don't need more. Okay, you could play 2 DoomZs just in case you have one open. But then again, DoomZ change is kind of where you want to be more on that side. So actually, no, it's fine. I think you can get away with 1 Power Patrol and DoomZ because you can just draw in their hand, so it's fine. Let's see. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 cards. You know what? That's not bad. Because you're literally just doing it for that. Because unless you want to open Raiders to be more consistent also, then instead of, yeah, I think let's have 2 Raiders. Because I think you can pop another one. So I think this is fine as your DoomZ package. And obviously now you have more non-engine. So now you can throw in other stuff. So what would we throw in here? I guess more Italy, just to be more consistent now because we have more consistency cards. What else can we run here? What else? We have the traps already. Yeah, I think you can just add more engine or more non-engine. Is literally up to you. I can throw in chaotic elements again because we have more space now. We have 4 more slots. It's literally up to you. What else is good here? What else is wrong? What am I missing? No possibility for Jupiter. Unlikely, highly unlikely, because it's just the extra deck's already so tight, and the chance of you summoning this card is very, very slim. Like very, very slim. You'll see this card being summoned more than that. So actually, no, if you're not playing this, if you're not playing the heavy version, this you don't need. This you don't need. So now you have extra deck now for more rank 5s or more tech, so you can throw in Hound if you want to. Nash Knight, not ideal, but yeah. You can even add Droll. We never spoke about Droll. You can also add Droll if you want to. But it's literally up to you. But you see, you have 3 slots left, and then you can have now more space for that. Extra deck, there's more space now. You can throw in something else. What else are we missing in the extra deck that we need? What do we need here in the extra deck? I'm just checking what, in terms of the extra deck. So you have 1 slot extra, but yeah, Jupiter is not really an option. It's not really an option. At least right now, that is. At least for right now. Is masterduel finally off beta? Not even close. We are still getting there. Oh, and one thing that I like about this, look at this, guys. While we at it, look at this. Look at this. We can see all the overframe cards here. Look at that. These are all the overframes. Right here. I mean, they're not perfect, but I mean, there's all the overframe cards. Pretty cool. So, yeah. I think this is a Grandmaster version. You can see how the rarity looks like that, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, pretty cool that you can do that. This is the simulator, MDPRO3. It's basically the closest thing to masterduel, pretty much. But the difference is we have all the cards available. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, what are we missing here? I think we can just max out maybe on the DoomZ stuff since we have more slots. Fua is fine. Maybe more Fua loss just for more going second. And yeah, we can. I like fixing my hands, so small world because dark and all that stuff. So there we go. So you see, we have like literally room for so many other things. Extra deck. I don't know what else do we add here. I don't know what else do we add. But okay, that is literally an option. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's like you say. So you see, you can put it quite differently. But again, you've seen now the pros and cons, and you've seen the combos, how it works. I think I played a game in masterduel, I believe, just to show you how like the full end board looks like and how it actually plays out. I can actually show you that because I did play in casual. But like I said, I don't want to really play rank right now because I'm waiting for the new update to come out. So we can play some games on here, and then we can see how the deck actually works out, and then you can obviously see how it interacts with other things. But yeah, I think that can definitely work. But obviously, yeah, we have to play with the OCG, so we have to change it slightly. So the only difference would be Joko is at 1, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, can't you believe it? Droll is at 1 also in the OCG. That's crazy. Yeah, so we take out Joko. Let me just copy this again. This is the OCG. Because we're going to play OCG here, which is pretty much masterduel because you can see our ban list is more or less the same. Like, it's literally close. Like, it's literally the same. Only difference is, okay, certain cards are at 1 and others are at 3 or whatever. It's like literally the same. So we take out Joko and we put in more of what? What do you put in more here? I think we put in a. What do you put? What do you put in this place? What do we put? I think we just put in evenly. Because I like evenly. Why not? Let's throw in evenly, yeah? Just for the extra deck. We need something more. I don't know. What more do we need here? I guess we can put in the DoomZ break, I guess, if we're running out of options. But I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it, but it's just going to be there. Something to go into to overlay, and then we can destroy a car on the field or whatever, so it's fine. Okay. I think we can hop into some games and see how it works out. But yeah, then we'll go into Master Duel, like Master Duel, and I think I'll show you a gameplay that I had in casual, also showing what the combo does. But it's pretty much, if you can get to it, it's the same. Okay, so I think that's there. Okay, let me check my replays if I have anything saved here. Oh yeah, I played against Radiant Typhoon with this actually. So there's that. Then I think, yeah, there's a lot of duels here I actually have. I haven't played with Marincess, the new stuff against Radiant. This was actually quite an insane duel because they literally had Featherstorm and they still lost the game. And they went first, by the way, so it was kind of insane. But they didn't play up to me, but I still closed out the game. It was actually quite interesting. Certain misplays and decision making was needed there, but I think I have a game. Let me just check. Where is that combo? Yeah, I think it's no. I think. Let me just let's go into a game and see if we can get something going. Let's go into the match and see, like, meta weeklies. But yeah, it's just showing you what the deck can do. So this, if you like DoomZ but want to play it in another engine, or this is something you can do. Obviously, you can play it with K9 as well. Without Super Quant, that's also fine, but it's up to you. Okay, let me see if the singles working. Oh, there's no one in the thing right now. And we'll probably go to Master Duel then. We'll probably hop into Master Duel if there's no like games, because they usually have to like refresh a few times and you get a game. But if the timing is right, then you might or may not get a game. So I think, you know what we'll do? We'll go into Master Duel, and then I'll show you that replay, and then we'll go into some games afterwards, seeing the deck out there. Let me just copy out the deck. I think it's from Master Duel. Where is it? I think this one. I think I want to export it. Export, okay, that's fine. And then we're going to switch to OG Master Duel just now. Hold on. Then we're going to see what's happening here. Okay, just wait. You guys are seeing the game, right? Or you can't hear? Oh, even I can't hear now. What's going on? Why can't I hear? Why can't I hear? Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right, let's see where we at. Okay, you guys have seen the game or not? Wait, are you not seeing the game? You see, must be seeing it now. Let me just see. Can you hear the sound? No, you can't hear the sound. There we go. That should be better. Okay, so let me show you the duel I had in casual match. I think I did play a few games. Let me see. Yeah, I think I did play. Yeah, there we go. Let me show you. Against Radiant Typhoon. Going first. I can definitely show you this. So you can see how the full combo that I showed you earlier benefits. So look at my hand. So what if I told you this hand right here is full DoomZ combo and full super quantum combo? You'll be like, what? How is that possible? You're gonna see now. Remember, this is all I had. I had literally nothing else. Just Meteor Pure, White Layer, Nibiru, Droplet, and this is doing nothing. These 3 cards are literally just discard fodder, basically. But all I had was Meteor Pure and White Layer, but it was literally full combo. So we're gonna summon the Power Patron. Same thing I showed you earlier. And they're going to the DoomZ break. Obviously destroy the DoomZ. Don't destroy yourself. Add Raiders. Raiders is going to destroy the DoomZ break. Summon the Alara from the deck. The DoomZ 7. And remember, the Alara is going to set the DoomZ change. And then DoomZ break is going to add the equip or search for the equip spell. Going to add it. Going to Exceed summon into the Ouroboros. And now when you activate DoomZ change, you chain to destroy DoomZ change. And notice, this is a royal DoomZ change. Yes, I have a royal DoomZ change. So it's like, oh, okay. Makes sense to even play this version now because I have a royal card. Imagine. And again, I crafted this because I only had 1. And I'm like, okay, let me just craft 2 so that I have a set for later. And I got a royal DoomZ change. Insane. So, yeah, there you go. So we pop, and then we also destroy the DoomZ 5, and then we chain link 1, the Amethy, and then we're obviously gonna get the Amethy back, and then summon from the hand, and then we get Drastia. So now, based on this, we have full DoomZ combos done because now we have this for the follow-up, and this will obviously pop the Amethy, and then obviously going to get the reborn of or not the reborn, but the equip of the second DoomZ command, and then obviously White Layer because there's a non-light super quant. We can literally get rid of this and then go with our super quant combo. So there we go. So you can see this is how literally everything bridges together. So you can now search for Black Layer, get the layer 19, get Blue Layer, and then get Zayton. And now you're probably thinking, well, how are we able to summon the Blue Layer? Remember, layer 19 is based on original attributes. So always remember, it summons with different original attributes. So even though White Layer is now a dark monster, the original attributes are still light. So, but note that you have a dark monster on field, so you cannot summon the Zayton because it's a dark monster that's original attribute. So you can't summon Zayton directly. You can't summon blue, you can't summon green, you can't summon red. But obviously you can't summon light because light's already on the field, even though it's now dark. So that's what happened there. So obviously blue gets to Zayton. Zayton will tribute for cast Send Alphen Spike. Get the Alphen. And you reveal the red, white, and black. Depending on what you mill, you will decide. In this case, we got the red layer. Red layer will add back. White layer will also add Alphen for discard. You get black layer. And remember, we already have green layer. We already have the green mech beast already engraved. So all we need is just 2 attributes. That's all we need. So we're going to use the Alphen Spike to get the field spell. We're going to discard the other trap that we don't need. And we're going to now get 2 additional materials because we have white layer and black layer. So we're just adding more materials. And that's it. And now we're going to use the field spell to make Magnus. It's going to be 7 materials. And now at the end of the combo, you're going to do Drastia, equip the Doomberg, and there you go. So this is literally the DoomZ Super Quan M board. Obviously, no Kanan, obviously. But if you had Kanan as well, you could have a Ripper too. It just depends what your hand is. So you saw that all our hand was Meteor Pure and white layer. But you see, it bridged literally into DoomZ combo and Super Quan combo at the same time. So 1 meters to pure gives you both of that. The bridge into Super Quant and there. So I guess when I said you needed layer 19, a Zayton or an Italy, white layer is also part of that because you can also send the non-light for cost as well. So it's the same. So this is the end board. Now, obviously I didn't exceed here, but obviously it's advisable to do it because obviously now remember I was just doing the testing. So it's ideal that you do exceed immediately in case you don't know what deck you're playing. So, but nonetheless, we had Magnus, which already is the towers that has the 7 materials, so they can't even add cards, which is basically what DoomZ Destruction would have done anyway. They were playing Radiant Typhoon. You do not normal summon this card. It's a light monster. What are you doing? So I'm like, okay, I'm just showing you. You rank up into the Drastius on summon, equip a monster on the field, face up monster. Done. That's it. And obviously we all know Radiant Typhoon, they can't add anything. Unless they have cards right in their hand, they can't add anything. So it's the same. I think there was another combo that I did, but it didn't get finished. Let me just see. I think it was against Raid. Yeah, it was against this one. This was against Raid Raptor. Did they even let me finish? I swear I played this game more if I played this game more, I actually had Royal Rares. Seriously? You would? So you need like 20 Royal Rares just to do something. Okay, so look at our hand here. So our hand here is, look at this. We have Zayton, which is fine. We have Red Layer, so we can obviously extend. We have Alphenspike, which is a brick. We have Chaotic Elements, which actually is not fine because you see what we have here? We actually have all the engines here. You know why? Because we have this one Theo Realize is full DoomZ combo because why? Gives you access to Medius to Pure, right? And then this will give you access to a Jokel, which can summon the red layer, go into K9 Engine. K9 Engine will give you Magna Liger, then you can go Zayton. But this can also give you DoomZ. So you're going to have your rank 5 and your rank 4, and then you have Zayton to summon whatever you want. So you're going to have maximum materials and still full K9 combo, full DoomZ combo, and whatever. But he does disrupt me a little bit. You'll see now. So I'll go Chaotic Elements first because I want to see if he has an Ash or something, because my hand is pretty good. I can play through whatever. He Ashes, which is like, okay, that's okay. That's literally okay. So because he did that, at least now I know Medius to Pure will actually resolve. So now I go Theorize or Theorize, whatever. Send Medius to Pure, check the deck. I put back the red there because I don't need it. Medius to Pure, and this, again, same combo you saw earlier. Only this time round, we have not normal summon yet. This is playing around normal summon. So I'm just gonna speed through the combo, but literally it's the same combo that you saw earlier. Same combo you saw. DoomZ change, get the equip. Now here, I was showing a different way. So remember I told you, when you use the DoomZ change, you can either let the main deck monster destroy it or the rank 4. So in this case, I'm showing you the chain link order. So you can see here, chain link 1, DoomZ change. Chain link 2 is going to be the destroy, and then chain link 3 is going to exceed summon. You can literally do it the other way around. It's the same thing, but I'm just showing you there's different chain link orders you can do, because maybe if the opponent has Imperm or something, you can literally dodge those type of effects by kind of doing this play instead of now going into the rank 4, because it could actually target that for a droplet or whatever. But remember, it's untargetable anyway, so they can't even do anything. So there we go. So long as this DoomZ change is chain link 1, it's fine, and you still destroy the DoomZ 5, and now you're gonna obviously get the bonus effects. And then you see exact same end state that we had before. So that's why I said this is like giving you the maximum potential of the DoomZ package or whatever, because you're getting still Super Quant Bridge, and also you got your DoomZ line still, because Drasty at the end is going to destroy this, and then you're going to get your still DoomZ interruption still. And now we go Super Quan now. Satan summon from hand. You're gonna send the green layer here because remember, now we have the Alpha Spike in the hand. So we want to get it in the graveyard. So we want to obviously use green layer for that. And that's why you need to run green layer because it can kind of fix your hand a little bit. So it is what it is. We draw a card, we get the same Magna Formation. And only now in this combo we are normal summoning. Now you could have said, oh, we could have searched for a layer 19. Well, again, we're going to search it later on anyway. So it's either you search it now or later. We're going to get revealed the same 3. It's red layer again. And now we're going to use black layer to search for layer 19. So you can see this is how everything bridges nicely into that. So pair on the normal summon and you still got full combo. Yeah, so we're going for the max materials here. But I think he scoops at some point. Yeah, this is going to be like a crazy max material Magnus. And yeah, he literally just stops because like he's done. So you can literally see how this literally can play out pretty nicely. So it's a pretty interesting build, I would say. And yeah, that was just like showcasing what the deck can do. So we can still play a few games in casual match. For those that are wondering, I'm currently in Diamond 4 right now. I did play some games off stream and you can see I'm on a 3-win streak. So we are doing okay, I guess. But I think we'll wait for the new cards to come out and then we'll really test out what the meta is when Kill Tune comes out. We'll see if they get all their support or not, but there might be some surprises there. We'll see. But I think Kill Tune will be the next meta relevant deck, so we'll see if it's going to be that broken right now or later. So yeah, let's play a few games in casual. Let's just see how the deck interacts. Because you saw there literally that second duel I showed you now, that was like potentially the best end board we could have had because that was K9 combo, DoomZ combo, and Super Quan combo in one. So that would have been like crazy end board because the only thing now is just space. So yeah. Okay. Oh, you see now, look at this hand now. This hand is like, it's literally different. Can you see how we have, oh, come on. Really though? we had Case for K9, we had DoomZ Change, and we had the Alara in hand, and also we had Talents, but this hand was pretty good. I don't think we could have gone into Super Quan combo, but maybe if they had a hand trap, we could have drawn 2 and then see what happened. But already had the DoomZ combo, as well as K9, so that's pretty good. Let's just check what they were on. I mean, I like to see what they were. Oh, it's a burn deck. Oh boy, okay, makes sense because obviously they need to go first because that's what all these burn strategies, they need to go first to kind of win the game. Going second, they're not doing anything. I mean, yes, they can set 5 and pass, but their chance of winning is much lower. Okay. Dude, Royal Rare DoomZ. Yeah. Royal Rare DoomZ Change. That's right. Royal Rare. Which again I crafted. I didn't even pull it. I literally crafted it. So it seems like I'm lucky with the Radiant Vision and now DoomZ Change. Next thing you know, Elf Note will come. I'll get the Elf Note Tinia as Royal Rare as well. Oh. Okay, this hand is actually pretty good. Because I can play around normal summon. Oh, come on, bro. You see, that's one. You see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like casual match because people just like scoop quite quickly. Because it's like, okay, I don't have hand traps. Why am I here? It's like, come on. If there was Genesis format, and I will say this, guys, Genesis format, you can play DoomZ and Radiant in the same deck. Because remember, there's no Canine in Genesis. So you can play DoomZ, you can play Radiant, and you can play Super Quan. It's a crazy, crazy build. Because it's like hyper consistent, guys. Like literally, you can make literally 12 materials. I'm not even kidding. That's how consistent that deck is. Now you won't. I won't do what? What do you mean? What do you mean I won't? That's the thing. I didn't know I was gonna get a Royal Rare DoomZ change, and I got it. So we'll see. The same time, I didn't think I would get a Royal Radiant Typhoon Vision. So yeah, let's see what happens. So far, all my hands were good. Wait, why no Canine in Genesis? Because it's got high points. It's got high points. High points. Remember Radiant? Oh. Oh. You see here? This is actually not a bad hand because we have already one of the equips already, so it's not that bad. So we can set something else. So we still have Medius Superior as a normal summon. We can still play the game. We still have DoomZ Raider. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If he stops this, it's fine. We can still play the game. Yep. And this is actually a pretty good hand, actually. And this is literally a cracked hand. So now we can actually do things slightly different here. We can do that. Vanquish Soul is legal. Now we can destroy this. No. You see, here you would have searched for the DoomZ Raiders, but now we can search for something else. We can actually search for... we can actually search for Destruction. Actually. Or we can search for Drastia in case we get drolled. I think that would be ideal. Because we already have the DoomZ Raiders. Or we can search for Change. I think this is search for... No, let's search for... Let's search for this one. Because we already have this already, so that's fine. We would have searched for DoomZ Raiders by Rabbit already, so you search something else. And this hand is kind of crazy, guys. Then we can set this, or summon this rather. We don't need to activate this because we already have the other equip. So you see, it just changes slightly if we already have it hard drawn. So this is fine. You already have the stuff you're looking for, so you just set the card that you're missing. That's it. Okay, now we have the equip spell here. And you do that. Okay, now we're gonna rank up. So you see, monster or this. You're gonna use the monster one because the monster effect is to rank up. Now this is Nibiru check. This is Nibiru check if he has Nibiru. Okay, doesn't look like he has it. Now, you see, now we're gonna chain link one. Chain link one. And now we're gonna use this. Now see, the game's asking you, you wanna use this effect? Yes, you wanna use this one. So it's exactly the same thing. So now we're gonna pop this. And you're gonna destroy the DoomZ 5. I mean, you could have destroyed the destruction, but you already have it in the hand, so it's fine. So chain link one this. Just playing around the Ash. This one adds a card from the grave. So you can don't add the XCs, either the Power Patron or this one. I like adding this one. It's the same thing. Summon from hand. Yep, summon from hand. And now we add the Drastio. Yeah, so now, because we already have, we could have gone white layer here, but now since we have Zayton, we literally go Zayton line. So now we're pretty much good here. Pretty much good. Send that. And we're gonna go full. I'm gonna go for this. Alphen. Reveal. Yeah, we're gonna do that. White layer. That's literally fine. Yeah, we're literally good, guys. Look at that. Literally good. Yeah, we already got the green attribute. Gonna have the white one. Now we're just gonna make the other one, then we're literally good. Don't activate this effect because you already have the other one in hand, so don't do that. Don't do that. Add layer. Yeah. Now this does play hard into Nibiru. It does, but it is what it is. That's the only downside of big meters with this version. If you don't see your K9 stuff as well, you don't really have an answer for Nib, unfortunately. So that's just the only downside with this. Okay. Okay. We only summon this, and notice we haven't used the effect of blue layer. Exactly. GG. So you guys are seeing that. So it's quite a long combo, I guess, but I mean it's still pretty cool though, because I mean you saw there, like I said, one Medius to Pure gives you both bridges, and then you go from there. I mean, like I said, and obviously you're getting extra bonus cards because you're already searching for a trap, which you don't really need because Magnus does the same thing. So it's a very interesting version, I would say. So like I was saying, Time Tree, in the Genesis format, the K9 cards have higher points. So it's not real incentive to play the K9 cards. However, the Radiant package doesn't have so much points. And then the DoomZ has 0 points. So you can technically play this in Genesis format. So when it comes to Genesis format, I think we'll be cooking, guys. I think we'll be cooking because our deck will literally be ultra consistent. Because we'll also have Mini Marlin, which is basically Italy, which is also an extender. It's a starter. So we have more ways to access the deck. Ooh. Okay, this is an interesting hand. Oh, bro, people are just, yeah. This is the one thing I don't like about casual. People just scoop because they don't see their plays or whatever. I understand it, but look at that Draco Tail. Draco Tail K9. What the? Draco Tail K9. And they're playing Dragoon as well. I think they're just like I think they just picked up the deck, guys, because they're playing 12 slots in the extra deck. I swear people in Genesis hate Xyz cards. No. Not it's just that you'll notice. What do you notice about the ban list in general? It's actually Xyz that has more banned cards than any other mechanic. That's what I've noticed. The Xyz cards, there are a lot of banned cards on there because they're just too broken. But yeah, Genesis format, we're literally cooking, guys. So it's like, because I know when that comes out, definitely Super Quantum will be literally like top tier. I'm not even kidding. Like it will literally be like the best deck. Because remember, you can play Radiant Engine, you can play DoomZ Engine. It will be super consistent though. Oh, double Alphen? Really, game? Brother. We're playing the same guy and he still scoops. What's going on? He's going first even. I don't know. And I don't want to go into ranked because ranked is just going to be whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. You can't play my favorite deck in Genesis. Is that Archmage? Archmage? You can play Archmage in Genesis. Obviously without the Pendulum card, which is kind of broken, but other than that, you can pretty much play Archmage. Well, what's your favorite deck? Oh, like you're saying Marincis you can't play? Yeah, obviously that's also disappointing. Yes, you can't play Marincis because Link monsters, but it is what it is. Oh, okay. Look at this. Okay, so we're gonna start with the DoomZ change. Or should we go medius to pure? Let's just go medius to pure, guys. Utopia? Is that your favorite deck? Really? Pendulums too. Yeah, pendulums are banned, unfortunately. Looks like we're going for just DoomZ combo, guys. It looks like it. Since we already have DoomZ change, I'm gonna set another. I'm gonna set I guess we set another one for follow-up. Yeah, you see now it's a bit awkward now, but it's fine. I guess we'll just leave this one for follow-up, I guess. If there's a way to discard this. You see, this only shuffles. Yo, if we could discard the black layer, we actually could have gone combo here, but unfortunately, there's no way to discard here. Okay. It's fine. We'll still do the Ouroboros combo. We'll still summon it. Just because why not? It's a soft once per turn that affects, so worst case is fine. Okay, DoomZ change. And destroy that. To make one. But yeah, Time Tree, how am I doing with the DoomZ combos? Is it something that you're familiar with? Or is it something that you probably didn't know that was maybe one or two lines were different? I think you've seen these combos already, so I'm pretty sure. Or for anyone out there that plays DoomZ, is there better lines? Okay. Okay, so K9. Yo, you know what's broken, guys? You know what's broken? I can use that effect twice to pop this. And then, yeah, it's kind of crazy, though, for the follow-up. But it's fine. Let's get Izuna. Because why not? At this point, I'm playing DoomZ K9 now. We'll set the DoomZ Destruction. And then Medias can just stay there. Not until we get the Pendulum card, that's true. I'm actually gonna rank up now. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I can literally destroy this. Broken. Literally broken. Better than K9 itself. Yeah, that's kind of broken though. So that next turn you can already have like, you know, the follow-up of Izuna, then ranking up. Yeah, it's kind of broken though. Untargetable. We're gonna have DoomZ Destruction. Yeah, we're literally good. So they can't imperm, they can only droplet. Oh, what's this? Destroy all spell and traps. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. You could have attached a 0. I mean, we could have, but it's just, it doesn't really make a difference. It's like, okay. It's fine. What is this? Oh, blink layer? Bro, that's not... And remember, we can't flip, eh? It's not a quick effect because we don't have the green layer as a quick effect, so we can't even do that play even if we wanted to. If you're wondering why, the quick effect is only this card. That's why it's triggering there. What did they add? Scrap Synchron. Okay. Because you can't flip, because it's not a quick effect on... We don't have the green layer as material. Stop. No, bro, come on. Really? Oh, goodness. They want to go into junk speeder. Let's stop them from going into junk speeder. Oh, Herald of Arclat, but it looks like junk speeder. You meant on our own turn to get into layer. Which layer? We never used green layer in this entire combo. Oh, brother, this guy. He has so many brother. If you didn't have Lightning Storm, I would have literally dealt with this. But let's see what he will do. Herald of Arclight. Okay. This guy just had so much extension, bro, and obviously the Lightning Storm kind of messed things up also. You could have had way more disruption than this. So here's the problem with the attaching of the flipping down of the DoomZ. The Drasty has to be destroying a face-up DoomZ, so that's why we can't flip it face down. So I hear what you're saying, but we actually can't do that. Because we won't be able to get now the Drastia to pop a card. Because we wanted to leave the DoomZ Raiders for a disruption. So yes, I see the logic, but it wasn't really advisable there. Because then obviously the level 4 DoomZ would have been face down, then we can't actually destroy it. Unfortunately. If we had an extra body, then yes, but unfortunately we didn't have really an extra body, so yeah. If Medius the Pure was a discard, then we could have obviously done that, but obviously we didn't have it. It shuffles back, so unfortunately it doesn't do that. This guy's gonna go junk speeder on us now, because he had like all the extension in the world, double E-tally, And the lightning storm also kind of made our disruptions a bit less, because you would have literally like had like, you couldn't add cards, pop twice, look at the hand, pop another monster, so it would have had actually like more disruptions than this. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate though, and this could have been literally a white layer. I would have been more happy with that, but now he's gonna go full crazy on us now. So I'm sure you understand now the line that you're saying now, why it doesn't make sense in this situation, because you see, it unfortunately has to be face up when you destroy it. It's not face down. So yeah, it's not like Unchained where it says destroy a card you control. So it literally says, if you look at the dress here, target one DoomZ card. If it said a card you control, then that's different. Then that's anything. But if it says DoomZ, it means it must be a face-up card. Wait, what? Junk Warrior Extreme. Say what? Okay. Yeah. Wait, what? He doesn't know? Who's gonna tell him, guys? Who's gonna tell him? Oh, Jesus, what? He just gained attack from the... What the... What the... He just gained attack? Oh, well. So he's not going Junk Speeder, he was just going Junk Warrior Extreme? Okay. You can do what now? A junk monster. Whoa! What is that? Oh, I see. This is just... Oh, okay. That's actually quite... That's actually quite cool, though. That's actually quite cool. Summon a junk synchro monster from extra deck. Wow. Okay. All right. I'll actually take it. I'll take it. I don't know. That was pretty cool, actually. But remember, just remember, he had Lightning Storm. If Lightning Storm wasn't there, he wouldn't have been able to add cards whatsoever. Would have had pop multiple times. Would have had obviously werewolf and everything. So, in hindsight, let's put that into context, though. We kind of had like less destruction because of Lightning Storm, but it is what it is. Yeah, the wording is a little weird because Yu-Gi-Oh has weird ways of wording things, like face up, even if face down. Yeah. So I say wording is so important in Yu-Gi-Oh because, like, for example, if and when. When means you can miss the timing. If means you don't miss the timing. So it's very weird. So it's like you have to be a lawyer as well, because you know lawyers are always about the wording of a card and or a word or context. It's always important for that. Oh, okay. What is this? What is this? Uwa lost. Let me just ash that. If he has Maxi, it's whatever also. Of course it is. Of course it is. And plus this was casual match, so yeah, look, but let's just be honest though. We had way more disruptions than what we actually would have had if the Lightning Storm was not there. Because you wouldn't have able to add cards, which literally shut down all his adding. And then would have been able to actually let me do this, hold on. Let me just do this. Let me just do this. Let me just destroy that. Wings to Fu and Maxi, no problem. You would have held Ash, who cares? Literally, who cares, bro? It is fine. It's fine. You joined the stream to Junk Warrior OTK. Yeah, it actually was actually a pretty cool OTK, but in hindsight, it was because of Lightning Storm getting rid of most of our disruptions. And also, you had also extenders as well. Oh, look at that. You maxied and forward, and now you're scooping. Why are you scooping? Come on now. Play the game. What's happening? Huh? What's going on now? Oh, Speedroid. You telling me they had no plays? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Yeah, we're playing casual match because we're not going to go into rank because I don't want to be affected by my rank because I want to wait for the new pack to come out, and we're actually going to go into meta weekly on Thursday when the pack releases. So I may stream when the pack releases just to have a feel of what's happening with Killer Tune and everything or other stuff, and then we'll definitely have a stream later on for the meta weekly. So that is there. Speedword Loki good, not gonna lie. Yeah, look, it is good, but why did they scoop though? Despite having Maxi and Fua, or because I didn't give them any draws? I mean, that's a bit, you know? Yeah. But okay. Honestly, they really need to improve casual match, because there's right now it's like people just don't really care about it too much. I mean, it's good for like practicing and stuff like that, but there needs to be more incentive, I feel like. Yeah, so this hand is pretty much, you see, so Drasty is kind of a brick now, so, but this is fine. We'll do this. I thought it was Sunday. No, so remember whenever there's a new pack, not the filler pack, a new selection pack in the month, they always have a meta weekly on that day. So not the hero pack, because the hero pack was like towards the end of last month, so that doesn't count. So this is the one that they had a meta weekly now Sunday, and then we're gonna have another one when the new pack comes out. It's an official new pack. So, oh, and by the way, guys, the opponent we faced at meta weekly won the whole thing. Can you believe it? They actually won the whole thing. So shout out to them. They ended up winning the entire tournament. So yeah, it's on Thursday. There might be another one on Sunday. It depends on them. Literally depends on them. If they want to have another Meta Weekly this Sunday as well. So normally, I know with the Radiant Typhoon, when it came out, they had a Meta Weekly on the Thursday and then also another one on the Sunday. So it's literally up to them how many Meta Weeklies they want to have. Ooh, Black Layer. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere, guys. I want more materials. Are you on the masterduel Discord server? Yes. I'm there. I also have my own one. I don't really engage in the other channels as much. I know I was on the Marince's channel quite a bit, but I mean, I'm not really like looking at all the other channels. But I mean, if you want to join my own Discord, you can. But I am on the masterduel. I think most people are on the masterduel Discord, if I'm not mistaken. So it's totally fine. Want to ask something specifically, or what? Is that what you're asking? I can actually go K9, yeah. I can actually go K9. Yeah, Drastia. Not doing anything right now. In the Super Quan channel, as my name being brought up there, I don't know if it is, because if so, it would have been tagged in, but I guess they didn't tag me. But okay. If you say they have, I mean, I wasn't tagged, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, because I would have been either tagged or something, but I wasn't tagged in the Super Quan channel. Or maybe someone asked of me there, but they didn't tag me, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, so in the masterduel Discord, I'm not sure if most of you know about it, but there's like a huge community there. The same guys who run the site, the masterduel meta site and everything, they do that. There's a lot of channels there: Marince's channels, Christian channel, Fiendsmith channel. There's even Super Quan channel. So it's there. You can definitely. Oh, what is this? I want to get rid of that. Yeah, so there's definitely a channel for Super Quan. I know that. In the Meta Weekly Discord, no, not the Meta Weekly Discord, like the normal Discord, DK's Discord, basically. I think he has two of them, but the one with masterduel specifically. Joko here. think it's like 100,000 members or something like that. So it's quite a big. I mean, content creators, pro players, judges. They're all there. Yeah, we have a huge field here. And that's what I like about this deck, because like you can play with different engines. So either play K9, either play DoomZ. So you're getting a refresher on all your engines pretty much. So it's very flexible, I think. Yeah, this is a very good field. We have 9 material or 10, 9 or either 9 or 10 materials, so. A Decade is meta weekly. Okay. So he has his personal Discord, right? That's the one where his Duel Links originally started. He had that Discord, but then obviously since Master got released, he launched another one specifically for Master Duel. So that's why I know there's 2 different Discords, because the one that he had when he was running Duel Links, he made that Discord, and then he made another one specifically for Master Duel. The one that he makes is what's it, the meta weekly announcement or whatever, it's on his personal Discord. What the? Sky Striker, yeah, they're not doing anything against Magnus, no way. They're not breaking this. No. Okay. Momentary Magnus plus Werewolf. Wow, yeah. Yep, that is us. Now you don't need the drastic exceeds for a super inboard. Yeah, exactly. Now, obviously, it depends on the hand, but yeah, we can have that inboard. We can. It is. Oh, bro. Let's look at your. Let's look at your hand quickly. I don't know what is in your hand, but it's fine. You probably have Widow Anchor as well. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Ah, this guy's being funny. Look at this guy. I can just shuffle him right back. Rose, that's fine. Okay. You're triggering Izuna, bro. Like, what are you doing? Alright. Yeah. So now the Widow Anchor doesn't resolve. I look at your hand. Bro, you got double thrust, but guess what? You can't even add. You have to set. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. This Afterburn is not doing anything. Yeah, you literally can't do anything. Let's just do some plays here. Just get some follow-up, you know. Yeah, let's just go for our plays now. Why not? Why not? He doesn't have much anyway. He doesn't have much. He doesn't have much. Yeah. Lupus. No, we only have one Ripper, so we're gonna go for Jax. Actually, no. We're gonna go for Valon. Because you can't link summon a face down monster. So we're gonna do that instead. Yeah, we can flip that down and GG. Yeah. You can only target this, but you can't target this, cannot target that. Because you're unaffected anyway. Okay. High attack, cool. You can use Scratch Record spells because you have a monster in the main monster zone. You can't target me. You cannot target me because it says you can target. Can't target these two, only target this one. And I'm negated, by the way, so it doesn't even matter. Hey, you can't do anything. I like to think Magnus is just Temu Temu Rongo, that's actually funny. Temu Rongo. I think that is that's interesting. Temu Rongo. Wow. So you think Rongo is more I think so let's put that to the test. Is Rongo more difficult to summon than Magnus? To be fair though, Rongo is kind of broken because you can't normal or special, can't be sure by battle, all those things. But I mean, which one is more difficult to summon? I think Magnus is still difficult to summon. Because Rongo just needs 4 level 4s. Magnus is just what Rongo should have been, but guess what? Magnus is based on Super Sentai or Power Rangers or whatever, and they are not. Everyone knows the OG Power Rangers, so Magnus is Magnus, right? I think Magnus is perfectly designed because it's meant to be broken. Let's say that Rongo was a mistake. Let's just say that, because if Magnus was a mistake, then they would have made Magnus a worse card. But of course, every deck has to have a boss monster, and at least Magnus is a boss monster. I don't care what you say, but it's perfect. It's a perfect boss monster for Super Quantum. I'm just saying. The Link monster is not that good. The Xyz monster is a big payoff. Very, very big payoff. So yeah. I think Rongo was just like I don't know what they were thinking designing Rongo, Shockmaster, True King of all calamities. Like, yo, those effects are just ridiculous, bro. Like, they just shut down your turn completely. Even the Utopic Zexel. Like, you know, and I was saying earlier, Xyz has the most cards on the ban list, next to Link monsters. But I think Xyz has a lot. Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga. Is Kali Yuga more okay? Kali Yuga is Kali Yuga is I think Kali Yuga is okay, but not everyone can play it though. Because it requires 2 level 8 DDD monsters. All right, let's see what you have. I'm literally gambling here, so if he has a quick effect to search stuff, it's fine. The start, okay, that's fine. Let's see if he has a thing to tag out. Let's see if he has Izuna. Let's see. Magna Liger. I think he has a Vanquisher in the hand. Marincis has no boss monster. Yeah, that's right. No true boss monster. At least Rocket has a boss monster. Code Talker has a boss monster. Brother. He's got Izuna. Seriously? Okay. I'll just pop you, it's fine. He's got Izuna plays anyway, so it's fine. He's got Izuna, so it's like literally fine. Ever went to rank with this deck? Not this version. I've been playing with MST and K9. Not DoomZ though. This guy's got an earth and a dark. That's one thing I don't like about Vanquish. So they have quick effects, and they're actually like kind of modern, to be fair. Yeah, this is casual match, so it's literally just chill. Because I got to diamond rank, and then I told myself, no, but I want to have something to do for the month. So if I play a ranked, then I get to the highest rank or whatever, there's nothing more to do. So I want to like have a reason to come back and play the game. So I'm waiting for the next update to come out, and then I'll play ranked afterwards. Because I don't want to rush things too early. Otherwise, I won't be streaming as much if I finish everything, and then like it's only the 8th of April, so you know. I want to have a reason to come back. Yes, there's still middle weeklies every Sunday and whatever, but I mean, I want to have, you know, more reasons to come back and stream. Obviously, if the content is used up, then there's nothing to really do, if that makes sense. So like now today, we hopped on stream today because people wanted to understand how DoomZ works in Super Quantum. And I showcased in the beginning of the stream, I showcased a bit of you know, almost like a mini guide of sorts, and then showing some basic combos, as well as now obviously some gameplay, and then we're just hopping into some duels now to see how it actually fares. I mean, so far so good. I mean, people have already seen how the combos work, and you can obviously play it back if you missed it, but yeah, that's what we're pretty much here for today. I think the next time we'll stream will probably be when the pack comes out. Unless you guys want another stream before that, focusing on other things, maybe looking at replays, analyzing gameplay from you guys, I don't know, but there must be a reason to come every day. Or not every day, but I mean, like, there must be a reason for us to come and stream. Otherwise, I'll just be posting videos and or shorts every month, and then there's no stream. It's like, oh, but now where's this guy? Like, what's going on? Speaking about degenerate cards, don't forget about VFD. Yeah, Tree King of all calamities, and guess what? Xyz monsters. Literally Xyz monsters. That's what I'm saying. Xyz monsters are one of the most broken cards in the game. I might have been kidding. And people think Link monsters are bad. I think Xyz monsters are just as worse. Like, they're just like crazy good. Larval Chain, Beatrice, all these cards are banned for a reason because they're just broken. What else is there? There's a lot of banned cards that are Xyz. This guy's gonna have a full field. My replays is mostly Hoppy's Feather Storm Abuse, Radiant Typhoon. Ah, a DoomZ Raiders. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. I can actually do some stuff here with that. Bait out some things. But first things first, let me kaiju that. No. The only balanced Kaluga type card I can think about is Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon. Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon. What does that do again? Does it negate all cards on the field? Or just your opponent's field? I think it's all other cards on the field. I think. DoomZ. Okay, so I have to be smart here. This activates on the field only, so I can actually bait it out because this can be targeted. This only makes sense. Let's play into this column. Yep, equip. Let's destroy that. Get to Little Knight your own card. GG. You can't target me. You can't target me. Uh-oh. You cannot target me. Uh-oh. Yeah, so let's get rid of that. Alright, there we go. A black layer again. Okay. Okay, wait, this guy's about to lose now. No way. Is he about to? I think he's about to lose. Hold on. Take control, bro. I can literally negate Izuna. Negate and suck your monster. Equip. You can't activate in the same chain. Okay, that's fine. That's cool, bro. That's cool. Okay. Alright. He realizes I can take Lupus. He does realize that, right? I can take Lupus. He does realize that. I can literally take Lupus. I'm gonna do 2 effects. Negate. Equip a card. Take you. No XCs for you. Holly Sue. Take you. Done. Got him. Got him. Literally got him, bro. And all because we had DoomZ Raiders and the Drasty in hand. Crazy. So going second, it's pretty scary. What you see? Look at that. We just played through all of that. Obviously the kaiju and ever, but look at that. The opponent had no clue what was going on. No clue. We played the Little Knight. We played around the Masquerade. We literally sucked up Holly Sue and Lupus. Look at that. So now we're going to go Lantern Effect. Search for Case of Canine. Search for the our own Izuna. And then go for our own Ripper. Go for Game, Werewolf, Max Damage. Bro. Look at that. Literally shut down, bro. So going second, DoomZ is quite scary. So that's what I'm saying. When we get the new support, it's going to be crazy. Because, like, you'll just be destroying everything. Non-target destroy card in the field. Like, all the cards just do that. It's crazy. So that was a pretty good replay, not going to lie. Even though, yes, it was casual match, but I mean, it was still pretty good to see what interaction there was. And we're going second. Kind of crazy, though. Literally insane. So yeah, if you want more like an aggressive style deck, this is for you. But yeah, that Drastius card is disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, actually, you saw there on summon, equip a monster, activate a monster effect on the field in the same chain, negate and equip again. So it doesn't necessarily, it has to be the monster that you actually negate. Just equip any face-up monster. So you saw there, Lupus and Holly Sue gone in one chain, literally all gone. And I don't know why he chained all of it in the same chain. It's like ridiculous. He should have just like done it differently. But of course, he doesn't read my cards, so he doesn't know what's going on. So it's fine. Oh, you see, this is not the best hand, eh? If we're going second, this would have been good, but this is more like a going second hand more than a going first hand. Because look at that, we have 3 hand traps, and then not so good starters. I mean, this is actually the worst one. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the DoomZ support first. Mostly Graflero. Yeah, that card is also just disgusting too. K9 can bridge into Graflerio like quite easily, so that's gonna be very good. I think we're gonna go for probably the best disruption, which is probably this. To be honest with you. Oh come on, Ash for Ash, yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't like this card, because you see, it loses to an Ash, whereas the other card doesn't lose to an Ash or draw. It just sets a card. So it's like, it's much better. This one is like literally a one-off, bro. It's not like a card you want to draw. Moonlit Chill, not Ghost Spell. I play both. He probably has plays still. These guys always have plays. Yeah, you see? What did I say? They always have plays. Yeah, we drew like the worst hand, eh? Because this not really ideal unless they activate a monster effect in the hand. But this is not the best DoomZ card at all. Pimila, welcome. When did you start? Hey, quite a few hours ago, actually. Like, maybe 3 hours ago. Quite a while, actually. But I think for half of it, we were just discussing like the DoomZ cards, what they were doing, how it benefits the deck, and what combo lines you can do, and yeah. So you didn't miss much per se. Recall Vanquisher. Okay. The problem is this is a quick effect, so it doesn't really make a difference to chain Moonlit Chill here. Doesn't make sense. Because you literally could have just, like, in the same chain, do that. Exo Spell Trap. I think we're gonna negate that. Unless he has a Heavy Borgo or a Caesar Valius or something. Oh, of course he does, bro. Damn, bro. Yeah, we actually had like the worst hand against this, actually. We actually had the worst hand. Damn. They had a cracked hand, eh? And this is a casual match, by the way, not ranked. I also remember that Politameus exists as well. Well, Tellarknight is also Constellars, Tellarknights, they're getting support as well, I believe. So it makes that deck also pretty scary as well. Skip your opponent's turn and all that other stuff. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of gimmicks out there, to be fair. But the problem is those cards all have the same issue. You can't really interact in a way. I'm gonna go for now. Have fun cooking the DoomZ Supercon deck. Thanks, appreciate it. Thanks for stepping by. We'll see you soon. It's definitely one for the future when the new support comes. I'll probably be revisiting this again, but yeah. Rescue Ace Attacker. Yeah, I think we lose, guys. I think we lose. Wait, what? Why not summon Zhao Long for rank 5? What's going on here? Am I missing something? No Zhao Long for Ripper to OTK? Nothing? What's going on here? End of main. What the? Okay. Oh, wow. This game gives me the better card. Are you seriously? Now I'm getting the better card now, whereas I had it earlier, it would have been okay. This was the card we should have actually had, not this one. That's insane. after. Let's see Snow Devil, yeah. Oh, it does that? That's interesting. That's broken though. What? That is insane though. What the hell just happened there? Oh, I see. I know what happened. I know what happened. So remember, because I XC summon, it transfers the materials, the equip monster. So even though you take control of it, it comes back to me anyway. Because by its own effect, it transfers to the monster. So even if you take control of it, it comes back. Ooh. Okay. Now I learned something. Now I learned something new. There we go. Okay, Holly Sue's a problem. And let's just steal this. Bye-bye. If I knew that, I would have just done nothing. Because it just transfers the materials back. That's broken, though. Yeah, transfer the materials to that monster. So even though you're gonna... That's crazy. That's actually insane. Yeah, you summon and then attach. So even though you take the monster away, it's gonna go back to the monster that you equip with. Broken. Broken. That's a very interesting mechanic there. Yeah, it doesn't matter because the equipped monster will be transferred after. If it was the other way around, then it obviously wouldn't make sense. Yeah. That's actually pretty cool though. Snow Devil. Okay, now so this one now obviously doesn't work because there's obviously no Xyz monster to equip again. So this one makes sense. But yeah, okay. Hey, this was actually a very good learning experience. There we go. So there's something I didn't know. Now I know it's possible. It's possible now. Yeah, unfortunately we lose this because these guys just have like all these billion cards. But it's okay. At least we learned an interaction there. So even if the opponent tries to take control, it doesn't matter. It still transfers to the monster after it's summoned. Similar to Magnus, where even if you like, you know when you target the Xyz monsters to go into Magnus, if those monsters are not there, if one of them is there, it will transfer the remaining materials on field that was targeted. So even if it's face down, it remembers it was targeted on field, so it will go to Magnus still, but the other ones will not. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, this is over. Yeah, unfortunately, we drew the wrong card, which was the DoomZ 5 instead of the DoomZ 7. Then you would have been literally fine. Would have been literally fine the whole time. Every time we would have activated something, just equip. But it's okay. It's fine. So can you see the benefits of playing and learning the interactions and playing the deck? That's how you learn now. Oh, this actually works like this. So this is an interaction that you see we didn't think about, but actually now it works that way. So okay. So this is again now another coaching lesson. You see now I have 3 normal summons, right? This is technically an extender, but it's also a normal summon too. You would think, okay, let's play Noroi, but the problem is, you know how you always think about what's the worst that can happen. These guys have imperm, so you want to play around imperm. It's best to normal Alphen and then extend with Zayton. It's better than just normal summoning Noroi in this situation. So the same thing, even if you had Jokel and Noroi, it's better to play around imperm than, you know, lose that advantage right there. Then now you just pass turn with nothing. So even though Noroi is like you would think is the better play, normal Alpha and then summon Zayton is better in this situation. Yeah, so now it's a matter of baiting the opponent. So let's go. 2 Ash choke points. This is fine. If he has Duel, even better for us. If he has Duel. And he doesn't have Duel. Yeah. So you see, even though he has nothing, you'd rather be safe than sorry. So you rather respect, okay, this guy could be having imperm or whatever. So even though he has nothing, but this is the better play. The more safe play, rather, I should say. Let's do this. Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, yes, I could have had more plays, but this is the safe bet in this situation, because now you don't want to lose to an imperm, and it's like, okay, then your play is actually not optimal there. Because I would always go for the more conservative play than just, you know, playing into stuff unnecessarily. Unless I need to, but in this case, I don't want to play into imperm unnecessarily. We rather play around it. If it said, then attach this card from your side of the field to it, then I think it would have been special summoned to your field. It just wouldn't get Drastia as material. Yeah, that's right. Similar to Magnus, if the materials are not there on the summon, Magnus gets summoned but with no materials. Same thing. Okay. Let's see what you can do here. Wait. Now let's do that. Do I have a second? No, I don't have. Yeah, it's fine. These guys, if they had Nibiru, they would have used it already, but let's see what happens. Okay, then we can normal the green layer. Can summon this because it's not a hard one. It's not a hard once per turn. It's a soft once per turn. Let it exceeds change. Yeah, let's keep that one because either of them is the same. That's it. Honestly, I can't wait for Genesis format because this deck will be a whole lot more fun to play. I kid you not, guys. This deck will be literally be scary. As much as you know, there are other good Genesis decks out there, like Super Quantum is quite scary. I'm not gonna lie. And especially with all the engines we can run. They have to kill the engines just to make like Super Quantum like not so playable, but it's literally fine. We are literally good. So even though we can't play K9 in Genesis, it's totally fine. There's literally other engines we can play that will make us like super consistent getting more materials. Like I said, I played a Genesis match where literally I made 12 material Magnus. 12. That's how hyper consistent it was. Because I had so much materials, my space was almost running out. So, yeah. You can't wait for Pendulum or Link format? They're not going to do that. Because I think that's where the game got a bit more complicated, I think. And I think they know it. Sky Striker again? Really? Sky Striker again? Raigeki? Okay. That's what I'm saying. This is the ultimate towers, guys. I know Liga Dancer is cool, but this is just like... Oh, it's Tenpai! Oh! What? Tenpai? Tenpai. So guess what? They can okay. I think we'll be fine. Because they can set the field spell, but the question is, do they have Chandra? I don't think so. But should we take that chance? Nah, let's not take that chance. This is Tenpai, guys. Let's not take that chance. This guy might have Chandra in the hand. Given his Tenpai players, come on now. And also, remember Time Tree, Master Rule revisions also happened as well. I think that's what happened. Because Pendulum was way too broken during the Master Rule 4. Way too broken. Literally like broken. End of May. Okay. Let's just spin you back. Yeah, bye-bye Tenpai, it's fine. End of main. What do you have? Oh, Kirikara! Oh! That's nice. Wow, Kirikara, that's a first. That's the first time being Kirikara this whole year, actually. That's actually funny. He actually drew the out, guys. That is interesting. But it's fine. It's okay. We'll still recover from this. It's fine. We'll literally recover from this. Let's what do we have here? Oh, we still have that. Now we're still getting follow-up, so it's like literally fine. Yeah, we're getting follow-up. Look at that. Yeah, we're getting all our follow-up. Okay. Kirikara, guys, is back. Kirikara is back. The ultimate kaiju, as they say. The ultimate kaiju. Draw 2? Really? Brother, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. What are you doing? I get it, you have Kurikara, but you're so ambitious that way. You're like, oh, I'm so confident I'm gonna draw into a Radiant card. No. Now you lost Red Reboot and a Tempai Dragon, which I probably spun back. What is this? I have no idea. Kurikara can reborn a monster from my grave, but it's not gonna really matter because have we not seen the field? End of main. Okay. All right. In phase. What monster will you take? Okay. What monster will you take that is going to help you here? I mean, whatever you take doesn't really matter. I still have very good follow-up. You take my Xyz, I have literally another one. I literally have another one in my deck, so it's like it doesn't even make a difference. You see, I have another one right here. It's not gonna stop me at all. Literally. Yeah, it's not. And just to be sure, let me just do this. I can literally. Yeah, this is. See, yeah. On the opponent's turn. By Kurikara. Field spell, make Magnus again. And then that's it. Whoa, even better. I can go into the DoomZ and it's literally over now. Literally over. What is that back row card? Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Let's just do this. Nice one. Nice Kurikara, but look at all the follow-up that I had. And I'm saying, compared to Lunalight, who has better follow-up? I think Super Quantum has better follow-up. Just saying. Because remember, they have to banish all their resources just to make Lager Dancer twice or whatever, and then that's it. Whereas we have our stuff engraved, we keep coming back. We get 3 bodies on field. We get our graveyard triggers, and then that's it. We go from there. I literally also had DoomZ played also now. So you good. Let's have a look. Tempai. Oh, good old Tempai, huh? Playing with like literally what, 9 cards? Yeah, look at that. Crazy. Because this deck, I don't know what it's got into now, but they're allowing other stuff just to be relevant. He's playing a kaiju though, so I am going to respect him for that. He's playing 2 actually. He managed to hard draw the Kurikara one though. That's interesting. So yeah. Crazy, man. I'm surprised he had no hand traps though. That's the thing. I'm surprised he has 0 hand traps. Despite playing Full Loss, Maxi. Alright. Okay. I think we're gonna pause here. Because again, we don't want to do too much dueling because we want to wait for the next pack. I don't know, do you guys want another stream later on just to maybe cover some other things? Maybe look at Kill Tune specifically, like some replays that I have, because I actually have some replays on the simulator where we can go through Kill Tune interactions and you can see how the deck is playing. And then I'm obviously using the MST version of the Radiant version of Super Quantum, so K9 Radiant Super Quant, and we can see how that fares. You know, even with all the, you know, the deck interactions with the Kill Tune, the banishing from the deck, and sniping the extra deck, and all those things, we can look at all of that, and you'll see it doesn't really matter because, like I said, if you go first, make Magnus, they can make all the monsters they want. Who cares? You still have a chance of winning. So, but yeah, I think also today we also learned a few interactions. So I think this was actually a pretty good, you know, informative stream, I guess. Because I mean, as much as we went over the cards and everything, the combos, whatever, there were certain interactions that were actually in game that actually were relevant. So I think it was kind of nice. But and obviously you saw the very nice play going second with the DoomZ cards, and especially the Drastia and the Drastius. They put in a lot of work, eh? Like that card alone is like ridiculous. So it's kind of insane. And remember, it's only going to get better when we get the other, you know, the Graflerio, the Shadow Degrado, and it's going to be just insane. And even the other equip card, which is actually a board breaker, because you can actually equip to another monster, destroy that equipped monster, reborn a DoomZ from the hand or grave or banishment or something like that, which is kind of broken. So it's like going second, it actually just becomes more broken. I think turn 1, we kind of saw now how kind of crazy it is, what we can do. And yeah, we have basically 3 bosses in this deck essentially. So obviously Ripper, Werewolf, Magnus, and obviously now Drastia. So, well, Drastius rather. So cool. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope it was informative, and of course you can see now that you can see the process of how I go through engines or certain cards and say, okay, can I actually benefit from this in a certain deck? So it's not just Super Quan. The same thing with Marincius as well, which I'm also waiting for. You know, like I said, the Elf Node cards, and also the first Penguin, the one that becomes a tuner when you summon it from the hand, when you control no monsters. That literally makes things a little bit interesting. But even without it, it still adds some different combo lines which are very unique. So I think it's an opportunity to, of course, learn and adapt your deck, and that's it. So we'll see on Thursday when the pack comes out, if we're not going to stream then. But yeah, I think we'll see if we can squeeze in hopefully another stream before then. But if not, it's totally okay. We will definitely stream on the pack release day. And I think I have 10k gems, guys. I think so. Yeah, look at that. I have literally 10k gems, so I can literally pull like maybe 4k, 5k gems and see what we can get, or we can see how expensive Kill Tune is and see if it's actually not that expensive. Because remember, the deck is all tuner monsters, and you're playing obviously tuner hand traps, which you already have, so you don't have to craft those. But I mean, obviously we have to see what else is in there. But yeah, maybe it might get the UR tax, because it seems like there's Rose Dragon in there, there's other stuff, there's RB, the TCG exclusive. So we'll see what what comes up in there. Hopefully the UR attacks isn't crazy, because you saw now with the hero pack, Magnet Warriors took the UR attacks, because to be fair, the heroes did have a lot of URs before that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy though. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the next pack. But nonetheless, this was a very fun stream. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. And make sure to leave a like on the stream. Just helps with getting it out there, obviously on the platform, of course, as well as on Twitch too. Make sure to follow, make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed on YouTube. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. We definitely going to be having more stuff on the way. Obviously right now some of the decks aren't really interesting at the moment, but where we can throw in some different techs, like you see, when Radiant Typhoon came out, we used the Radiant engine, pretty good. You see, you guys saw now the DoomZ stuff. You can see it's pretty insane. What we could do, and it'll only get better over time. So we'll definitely revisit it again. And yeah, there's also other engines on the horizon. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, if masterduel can accelerate getting the cards out. I'm still also waiting for the train support to come. That's also the next thing I'm looking at. Playing Ancient Gears again, because I can actually go first now, because before Ancient Gears wasn't really going first. It was going first with like other cards, but now we can actually like go properly going first, and obviously going second, bait out as much as we can, and then we can still OTK your opponent naturally. And yeah, I think I'm pretty excited to bring back Ancient Gears again. So yeah, that'll be pretty interesting. And yeah, this has been Diamond Boss, and we'll see you on the next stream. Cheers everyone, have a good day, have a good night.